Yo, what's going on, Dirt Nerds? That's right, we're here. Sorry about that, a little longer of an intro today. I had some things I had to deal with in the background, but we are here. Yeah, we're here. Make sure you guys come in the chat. Make sure you guys say what's up. And we're going to get into a day's mining. We got a bunch of people in here playing with us today. And, well, you can't really see them because we're too far away from them. So it looks like there's equipment moving. But what I think we're going to be doing today is we're going to be working on this upper bench that is sitting over here. We're going to take out this ramp. We're going to bring the excavator back here, and we're going to work in this area for right now. So we're going to kind of extend this bench area up here on top of this back, so then we can open up the bench that they're all sitting on. I know. We didn't get the video for the ramp completed during the week. Dopey and I had a ridiculous amount of things that we had to do. So yeah, we got to play some water park sim, which comes out today. Update 1.0 came out. And yeah, we kind of just had a lot of other things to do, some recording things here, that, relax, hang out with Dopey, medical stuff, blah 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 blah. Job didn't get done, slacker, I know. But no, we got if you guys would like to play with us, you guys should know by now, but if you're new and you're watching, make sure you guys join the Discord. Link is somewhere on my channel, or whether it's in a description or it's in my media postings. You can find the link there. Join the Discord, be 18 plus, and chat with my wife Dopey Meerkat, and she'll get you guys in here and get you guys playing. I do believe we have like 3 or 4 slots open, I believe. So yeah, well, she's doing a head count, but yeah, I mean, we've been doing a lot of work for only streaming this like 2 days a week, and then we do a little bit of work off stream, which is mainly like when we're doing the infrastructure road video stuff, but that didn't happen this week. As you can tell, the mine's exactly the same as we left it last weekend. So yeah, make sure okay, yeah, okay, sure everything's up and running today, because I had to make a few little changes here, guys. Sorry about that. A few little changes before stream. I think we're okay. Okay. Alrighty. Drag me in. Are they all still loading in? Hello?
Hello.
Hello? Are you guys all still loading in, or?
No, I think we're all in.
Oh, okay. No, Grumpy. Still the same thing.
Is it?
Yeah, I even pushed more horsepower to the game too, so we're still getting wrecked there in that department. I mean, it's not as bad.
I guess we know what it's not anyway.
Yeah.
Not as bad.
But, I mean, we're at, how many players are we at? Can you count that for me? Hey, Reed, thank you very much for that follow, man. Okay.
Well,
okay.
Yeah, 12 people. That's pretty good. Getting up there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sitting at around, 40 to 50 FPS. I'm not 30, so.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get some of these trucks over here.
Maybe next time we could try that other setting, see?
Yeah. Probably. See what happens.
Out of curiosity. Probably won't change anything, I don't figure, but it'd be worth it.
Alright, let's go ahead and get some of these trucks moved around here, guys. So that way we need the loaders taking this ramp out, so I need you guys based into this wall here. That way loaders can load you guys up. We're going to get rid of this ramp really quickly. Let's go ahead and pull in, face in. And angle yourself, your back end. Wait, let me see a truck here. Yeah, just kind of angle up against this wall here, and then we'll get the loaders up here and get them working. We just don't want them to have to take big, giant 180s, right? So We'll load in here. Let's get our loader operators that are fast. Let's get them in there today, and let's get these trucks rolling today. What's up, dirt nerds? What's up, Squibby? We got 1, we got 2. I even Grumpy, I even put the stream all onto my I'm not encoding off my graphics card or anything, so it's still it's still happening. So it's just once we hit that limit, it just kind of still does its thing. So come on, can I jump up there? Maybe? No? Three spots open. What's this game's name? I don't know, guys. Chat, what do you guys? What's this game's name? What do you guys think it is?
Waiting on patch.
Waiting on a hot fix. Bro, so many people want this to go to live like now. Bro, they don't know what they're asking for. Out of hot fixes? Yeah, I know, bro. Like, how long are they gonna be on like vacation for, man? Damn, they taking like the whole summer?
Aren't they on vacation like every other week?
I don't, cause seems like it.
The thing I don't get is why do you need it on live? Why don't you just play it on beta? If you have to have it so bad, play the beta.
Yeah, play the beta, like, play the beta so that way you can be a part of, like, helping the game, like, become what everybody wants, you know, maybe wants it to be, right? Like, get in and get your feedback in. Don't just let everybody do it for you, because then what happens if it comes out and you, like, super hate it? Well, what, are you going to complain after the fact? I mean, I hope we get a hot fix for this janky ass loader and excavator at least, right?
So let's make more dirt to make out now.
Yeah. It's a little crazy because we've been stuck with the same build now for what, 3 weeks? Like, are we even going to get another build, or is it just going to get pushed alive with all these problems, right? Like, dump trucks are broken, right? Like, there's so many things, right? Even if they didn't change the loader and the excavators making all this magical dirt everywhere, there's still so many things that are fundamentally broken that they changed with this update that need to be addressed and fixed, right? So, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of hard. We're not hearing anything. There's nothing to test. There's, you know, so we don't really know. Everybody's in the dark, so... what's our GPS for this number? A 9800?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Make sure you guys are set on your GPSs. I'm just going to play Dirt Dozer right now.
About as full as I can get you there, Square Beat.
Loader Dozer, here it comes. Bro, how do you get water? Can't figure it out, dude? All you have to do is download the Deco Pack. Or buy the Deco Pack and install it. There's a water block in there. Go ahead and come out, Squirby. Everybody, let Squirby out. No problem, bro. you ever guys have any questions, feel free. Feel free. Yeah, we're gonna get this ramp taken out real quick here, guys. Then we'll get the dozer in there. Get the dozer smoothing. Yeah, I mean, I can suffer at the 30 FPS, Grumpy, because testing it as host/player. But I think the reason why we didn't notice it before is because I wasn't the host. Because you guys aren't noticing FPS drops, are you?
No, I think it's definitely size, map size related to.
Yeah. Wash the loaders? You wash the loaders. Wash your mouth out while you're at it, too. Yeah. Good old loader dozer action? Yep. Make sure we focus on the more full trucks, guys, and get them out and get them running. It's going to be hard to fill the front of your guys' trucks up, so once you're right about that full, Spence, just go ahead and take that because I'm not able to dump anymore. At that rate, we're just deleting material, so. Got some crew on today. Get everybody working here. Making progress on this mine site today. Anybody have a crazy week, man? I know mine was just like doctor's appointments and nothing too crazy. Found out that I'm fat, you know. Yeah. You're fat, you're getting old, and you're broken. Yeah. So it's like, you know, it's a good week, right?
Normal stuff, huh?
Yeah, pretty normal. Right? Pretty normal nowadays. I had an order of 200 chicken nuggets at my work. What the hell? Were they trying to go for like diarrhea?
Depends on where the order is, I guess.
Well, if King's working there, there's definitely a case of botulism or something. We ain't know he ain't washing his hands. You got the case of the butt crumbs. You know the funny thing today? As I made my thumbnail, everything in the thumbnail that I used, I made myself. No AI was used. None. Anywhere in that thing. They're all original pieces that I've made. Went to go export my thing, and it was like, just want to let you know that half of the items used in your thumbnail are made by AI. And I was like, huh? What do you mean? I don't know. I don't know what the hell they're thinking, but
Oh.
ooh, what is going on over there?
I'm beyond.
Oh my goodness. Well, at least you filled that truck up the rest of the way. You drove about 500 miles with your mother? Garden? Huh?
There's just too much going on in one place.
Oh yeah. That's what happens when you get so many players on. Look at that little thing is going away pretty quick. We'll distribute everybody a little bit better here once we get that that thing chunked out and the excavator to start running that bench, and then we'll get some players moved into another location. And then we'll kind of like get it going here. It's just pure chaos right now.
Looks like traffic in India.
It's
I'm
like
impressed
traffic
this
in
many
the
people showed up today.
Heck yeah! This is what happens when you don't stream every day out of order. They're like, I gotta get in when I can. Do all those trucks have people in them? It's hard to tell. They do. Okay. You are actually people. Sorry the game does not recognize you as people, just you don't get a nameplate. Let's get that dozer in here and get that dozer starting to flatten as we go. Let the dozer start from the outer, and we'll just try to rip the higher stuff off so you can get this moving quick. New to this game, what's the easiest way to level up? Really depends on what you want to do in the game. Like if you want to be kind of cheesier, like cheesy gameplay, or you want to try to be more realistic, or it really depends, because there's like certain things that you can do that just literally break your immersion, I guess we'll say.
I can't take you from school. I'm halfway.
It's hard to fill these trucks. The truck is like up on a bump.
Yeah.
Just get in there what we can, I guess. Let the dozer start to push out. We need to make sure we're not scraping ground. Scrape high wall instead loaders. Let's get this going. Let's let Christian get in there and just smash the rest of that out. Just only take mid-range to high, so we stop creating more material.
Man.
I really hope they fix that, dudes. I don't know. For me, if they don't fix it, man, I might just play dozer only from now on. You guys can suffer in the loader and the excavator. You guys can have at it. I'll be a permanent.
Sorry, bro.
Everybody in dozers. Yeah, true. Why don't you guys load anything? It's not so desirable.
Call the mine site only dozers.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
I had a weird idea with Velcro earlier today. That's a
Great
haul truck.
idea.
Yeah, that the haul trucks can load themselves, just reverse into the face.
I mean, they used to be able to do that at one point. I don't know if they still can. Make it happen. Autosave in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And saving. If you got material, make sure you guys go ahead and run it, because we can't load you anymore, so it's going to take about 5 minutes, or 3 to 5 minutes, so.
I'm gonna go feed the dog.
Cool. I finished cooking dinner. Y'all good, man? Vucker needs a pay raise? Nah, I don't think so. I think we need to charge him.
He gets paid?
See what you do there, King? Start talking about people getting paid here. That's not cool, bro. Still learning the game? Yeah. Might actually be better for you guys to line up, if you can, down here on this bench, possibly underneath of us, so that way we can just load you up, and then you can drive off. So that way we're not like having to, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
we can split them, like take half of them up here and half of them down there or something too.
yeah, we can, Christian's pulling this area out, so we can have you guys back in right here, where I'm at, down here. I know you guys can't see me. I know.
Right there? Yeah, right there.
Yeah,
right
so
there,
just go ahead and
right there.
turn. I guess it doesn't matter how you're in here, but if you line up down this bottom bench, we can load you guys from the top. Get paid in virtual TP. Yep. We barely pay that as is.
Wait, you got CP?
What's up, Space? What's up, everybody? Hope you guys are having a great Friday afternoon, evening, whatever time it is for you guys. Yeah, it'll be better for them to line up down there like that, I think.
Might make it a bit less chaotic up here.
Yeah.
Should be able to load us a bit better as well, then.
Yeah, we'll be able to get more scoops in there before it like just spills out the back, right? So, how is all of your guys' FPS doing right now? How are you guys doing?
60 frames a second.
Doing good? Okay.
Around 4 1 second.
45, 50.
This damn save over here.
What's my ping today?
I don't know. It depends on where you're at.
Beside you.
49.
In loader beside you.
49.
Oh, that's not too bad. It's better than normal. I'm normally about 60.
Not bad for me.
I mean, honestly, I would have to say, since you guys are all getting good FPS and I'm the one getting poo-poo FPS, that's just because it's being the host, so something's a little weird with the host. But I have more than enough performance in my computer there, so there's still some tuning that they need to be doing at higher end MP sessions. I mean, the game was only ever built for 8 players, right? And then we were testing 16 players for them, and then people started hacking into the game and modding it and using it themselves, and then that forced the developers to push it out early before it actually got fully tested, the netcode got built and stuff like that, right? So, you know, it's a little rough, and I know a lot of you guys in the community are noticing that if you're getting more players and your guys are, you know, starting to notice these issues with the game lagging really bad, or you're the host and it's lagging. Like I said in the NMC Discord the other night, it pretty much comes down to you're going to have to just eat it or have a secondary computer to run the game on and run that as a host, because even if that thing's lagging to the hell and back, as long as you have the network speed or the internet speed to run it, the players really won't be affected by that lag, right? So, but the only problem that I would have to say is that they really need to fix the LOD ROD for players. It needs to look like what the host is. There's no reason for it not to. It just really makes the game look like shit from a player standpoint when you're playing multiplayer versus the host. Because my wall faces are nice and cut and beautiful. Grumpy, where's your wall faces? He's got a black screen. Never mind. That's what he sees. No, just kidding. Fail. Go switch scenes. Nothing. Darkness.
Oh, sorry.
How dare. How dare. You had one job, Grumpy.
There it is.
So look off in the distance. Let me see your ROD, LOD. And look around here for a bit. You're kind of like stationary. You don't have any missing holes and stuff anymore?
No. Occasionally you get them, but it's not too bad.
Yeah, because I was watching your thing the other day, and it was like blowed out like crazy. Wonder if it's something that happened, Grumpy.
Maybe. We'll move down here and get closer to some stuff. It's not been in render range.
Yeah, look down the wall face and see what we got. Maybe they
Might not be
secret.
quite far enough away from that dug area.
I think they might have secret stealth updated it, Grumpy. All my yelling finally took note. Looking at Grumpy's distance.
Back up here and get pretty good far away from where they're working. But
That's already double the distance than it was before. They do update a lot of things and don't say anything, right? So it's very hard. It's very hard to know. Like, that's why I'm taking a gander so I can get a retuning of multiplayer. That's one thing that we do test for them quite a bit, is the multiplayer side of the game. No, they definitely upped something, Grumpy. Your walls up there would be bloated out big time.
shouldn't have anything to do with that other thing, could it? No,
Possibly, but I don't think so.
I wouldn't think so.
Let's make sure we don't mess up what Christian's doing, loaders. Let him work on the lows. We'll take the highs. Good day. Hope you guys are having a good one. Sorry, my bucket's like spilling off like crazy. Go, look out over the lake real quick. Stop what you're doing. Look out over the lake.
I mean, you can definitely see the ROD out there for sure, right?
Oh yeah, look at the difference. Isn't that crazy? Look, I'm going back and forth. See that? You have your fog turned on?
Yeah.
You big noob.
I don't think so. Maybe. Oh, maybe. No, I didn't have it. What are you talking about?
Hey, what?
No, I didn't have
Okay.
it turned on.
I think they might have changed it, Grumpy.
Maybe. Well, with the ROD LED, the five tab plays with a little bit of problem.
I mean, I know they changed a crap load of they changed a crap load of multiplayer stuff and didn't even put it in the patch notes. Like a lot. So I just don't know if that's one of the things that they did. It's hard for me to tell unless I'm doing comparisons like that. Grumpy over here stealth turning off fog. So you can tell by the bench layers over there, right? Before for a client, last time we were testing this about 5 or 6 months ago, you would not even see the definition in those bench walls for Grumpy over there, right? So if you look over here, it looks about dang near the same as mine, right? So they definitely tweaked something. Sorry, let me get out of your guys' way. Yeah, draw distance is the same. You're just on ultra everything, right?
I believe so.
So you get an occasional missing hole or something like that. Is anybody else's having weird blobby textured walls or anything like that before? Christian, Velcro? You guys notice anything better? Or
I don't have the blobby walls, but I've got the holes in the terrain.
Okay, so you have holy terrain then. Okay.
Some of the holy terrain stuff, I think, is rated to decent. Like if you go out of an area, you can get a little bit decent.
Oh yeah, it could be it. So potentially they did change the thing. We don't know. I mean, like I said, generally there's a lot of changes in the game that are like other small changes. We changed things. Okay. I got trouble loading the water in. Probably because you need to run around over there near it and then it'll load it. Could be something like that along those lines.
The water does take a little while, but yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of water blocks. Okay, so we need Christian to work on that. He's working on that. Let's stop making more mess for him.
Fine.
He likes the mess.
He likes making dirt disappear.
Yeah, that's just a top surface layer of water blocks.
The size of the stage. We feel like build it all the end. Water block.
What's that?
Can you imagine the size of the save if we filled it all in with water block?
Oh my gosh, if we filled the whole thing in block by block, that'd be insane. Yeah, I'm not sure. I really am not sure why they put updates into the game and change things without saying anything to anybody. Right? Like, especially the guys that are out there supposed to be testing the MP. It's kind of crazy, right? I don't know what their thought process is lately. Very weird. Stop playing with mud. I don't want to. I mean, I guess, Grumpy, I guess the one thing that they could do, if they don't want to work on dedicated servers right now, at least give us a headless client option, right?
Yeah.
At least just give us a headless client option so we could at least have that on our secondary computers. And we can just download that and we can play it on a headless client so it runs kind of like a Deddy server, right? But
I mean, well, that's basically what a Deddy server would be, but it wouldn't have all the bells and whistles. No.
yeah, but it wouldn't have all the bells and whistles, exactly. You gotta download the DLC, the Deco supporter pack. Yeah, tomorrow I'll fire this up on the other computer and get some other testing done, Grumpy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. We haven't. It's been a long time since we've heard anything from the developers, actually, like of note, right? It's been all we're getting is community showcases, right? So once you finish the expansion of the pit, are you going to drain the pit and mine downward? Yes. But the thing is like we have so much material to clear out of here. So even if we push this side all the way back, we still got to go onto the other side of the mine over there and potentially on that side as well too. So it's going to be a lot. Oh, sorry. I need to apologize again to you guys. We're not able to get the server up and running this week. Like I said, I was just busy. Lots of medical stuff, blood, tests, scans, all kinds of crazy stuff going on. So much apologies, guys. We will be getting that up here soon.
We did get some work done out there. So.
We did get some work done on it, but we're getting closer. I just didn't get it fully up there, and I didn't get the video stuff made, and I didn't get the information posted for you guys. So just bear with us, though. Just a lot of real life stuff going on. So like you guys always tell me, health and everything like that's way more important than gaming and stuff. So
Isn't that playing Grumpy?
Didn't you say they were on vacation? I mean, how long are they on vacation for is the question. It's been like 3 weeks now, right? Like,
European vacation. It could be a long time. You know.
apparently they get to go all when they mean vacation, they mean all of summer, apparently. Holy crap. They only like to work when it's night. They only like to work when it's crappy outside, apparently, in Sweden.
Really, it's crappy a lot outside, so that's when they get nice weather. They tend to do it, I think.
I mean, I don't blame them. Like, if it's only nice like 2 months out of the year, dude, you're gonna want to be inside a lot, right? Or outside as much as you can when those nice days come. So, I just hope if they have been dinking around, working a little bit here and there, that hopefully we get a nice hot fix. Some of these problems are addressed that we have concerns with. I would like to see the dump trucks fixed. That is just atrocious state right now. All right, let's get away from the wall face with the loaders, guys. We're spilling more material than anything else. And let's get this full truck here dumped. And let's let Christian fix this wall up here. If you guys want to jump out and start slapping things with shovels, we can do that as well too. And then let's start rolling the thing. If you see any big areas, just go and slap it down real quick. Make this job a little faster for the dozer. And let's start running this wall face and this cut, and then we'll get another excavator out and we'll start running as well. Get everybody moving around instead of sitting here.
You got partial trucks, guys. You can go ahead and run.
Yeah, go ahead and run your partials, and then we'll get you guys realigned back up here. And if you don't have a shovel, they're at the box by the wash plant. Go and grab one. Do you hope they just never went for milk? No, man, they went for a pack of smokes. They went for a pack of smokes and never came back. I think we're good to start running this wall face. Let's also get this wall face doesn't need to be as long, so let's go ahead and get an excavator. Oops, excuse me. Ooh, that felt like it was gonna come back on me. Oof. Get these loaders moved here. Slap that dirt like it owes you money. Okay, let's get the loaders moved. Somewhere. All right, do we have another excavator here? What do we got? Let's get this moved out of the way. We got loaders galore over here, and we don't need them all. Move these off the wall face. Oh, we also need to work here as well, guys. So let's go ahead and get a couple trucks over here where I'm at on the side going up the ramp. So who wants to help with this project today over here? Velcro, you want this? You want this, or do you want bench? What do you want?
I've been digging on this, so.
Okay, because this has got to go right here. This has got to go all the way along. Yeah, I'd rather have you up over here working towards this. So we need to get that. Oh, hold on a second. No, we don't. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on there, buddy.
Need to have space for the upper bench.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I can't. You're right. Thank you very much. I caught myself there, but Christian slapped me in the face a little bit. So thank you. Appreciate that. You're right. We actually have to fill dirt in here, but we'll do that another day. So we can't push this out. This is actually going to be needed for the bench layer itself. That work's got to be done before we can do that. Let me grab the fuel truck for you here, Christian. How do you open that menu on the top right hand side? That's the that's the GPS. You have to buy one and then put one on your vehicle inside the inventory slot. The like where the headlights go. Hit this. You have to put a GPS in here where it says equipment and it says lights. Put it in here. So right here, boom, and then it puts it up top there. See that? Hey Kyle, dude, thank you much for that follow, man. Donk, donk, donk. OMG, can I show you again? Yeah, just hit I on your keyboard. And then this menu will pop up when you're inside of a piece of equipment. You have to buy a GPS from the store, drag it in, and put it in your light slot. Super simple. No problem at all, man.
So tempting.
Don't do it, bro. Been playing for about a week, man. You love this game, dude? Nice, nice.
Thank you.
Okay, so what bench are we working on here, Grubby?
Well, I have to move this back, give us some more room here. I went a little crazy, so I'm gonna readjust this line a little bit so we can.
Yeah, let's get some excavators running here today. I don't even know how many people we got in here right now, so 1 second, I'll tech. Let me switch stream. Let me switch my cameras here. Switch the camera. Grumpy. 13. Okay. We have a decent amount of people to operate / run, so we can definitely run 2 excavators for sure. Where was that second excavator at? Do we know? Do we have one? Do I have one in my pocket? I have one in my pocket. I got one.
Okay, let me see where it's at. Yep.
Yep. They're in my pocket. So, who wants to run a hoe?
I'm happy to sit in a hoe for a bit.
Who's that?
Go there.
Sure. Okay, I'm gonna have you run that line over there. Try your best not to make a huge mess for these guys. Anybody else want another excavator? I have one over here.
Where's over there?
Where you see the other excavator on the same bench you're working, just all the way down the other side. Yeah, all you gotta do is join my Discord, be 18 plus, and message my wife Dopey Meerkat, and she'll get you into play. Nobody else want to run the other excavator?
I
Yeah,
can
me.
go on a loader excavator. I'm not really good with it.
Okay, Mick, over here. Go jump in this one, and let's get a few people. We need drivers up on this top level for the excavators, guys. Oh,
Sorry, I'm just moving this back here.
yeah, I'm gonna move this excavator off the wall face since we're gonna be working that wall face.
Remember, we had to fill in here a little bit, so I don't know want this pipe that close to it.
Yeah, a little dangerous over there, so yeah, we do gotta fill that in quite a bit. You're right. It's got an angle in, so we don't want to.
I'll just leave this for somebody else to run off the clock. It's gonna fall off.
You got this, Mick. You got this. Yeah, just make sure that angle's good, so that way we can keep the safety layer, because we got to bring that back a little bit. So, okay, cool. I see what you're doing already. Nice. I see you. I see which I see you. All right, so we have.
Can
Let's
I stop the
see.
other side?
Yeah,
You can start at the other side.
yeah. It'll probably make more sense to start down here, actually.
Yeah.
Since it's narrower.
Dude, I've been playing so much Space Engineers, I keep hitting F. What's up, Dream? All right, if you guys are in a haul truck, let's get them up here. Let's get them working. Generally, when we first start a cut, we don't really need the cleanup yet, so it's better to just jump into a haul truck. And then when he fills, we'll just run and go. And then we'll call in the truck, and then once you get a little bit of room, so you'll be kind of doing double duty on the cleanup. And then we'll have him go back and forth, so You gotta make sure you dig deeper than that, man. You can't make big walls go to her like that, because then it's just gonna be a nightmare to come back, dude. I know the best trick I can tell you is when you curl your bucket in, pull it all the way up under your track and delete that stupid high wall that's there. So pull that material all the way back into you, and because it won't respawn, it won't spawn underneath your tracks or your chassis, right? So
Yeah, I get you.
yeah, so to make it feel like it did before, you want to stay as close to the edge as you can. You want to pull that scoop back to like right here where I'm at underneath you. It'll delete right here instead of making this giant freaking fantasy turd mound bull crap. So
Yeah,
and then
to
just
be fair, I didn't see half of it because I was in cab, so it didn't. I can't see half of it.
yeah,
I know I've just come out of cab and seen it.
yeah, it's horrible in cab operating right now because that mound is made like ridiculously crazy.
Let me push this off for him, and I'll make it a little easier for him to stay cleaned up.
Yeah, I mean it's. You want to make sure we're moving dirt, not making dirt, right? So that's the problem with both those two pieces of equipment. It's just they're just such a pain in the ass.
Not perfect, but should make it a little easier for you to stay cleaned up.
If you can even get close enough to the wall, dude. There you go. Good day, sir. So, thumbs up on the excavators or boo? I'm in the boo category. Boo. Versus what they were before. And the loaders, yeah, boo. I don't mind the spillage, I just don't like that stupid mounting garbage.
Yeah, that mounting is horrible.
You know, I wish the spillage was better, but I
Yeah.
could live with the spillage if it wasn't for the mounting.
Yeah, exactly. You reverted your game back to live, dude? Yeah, a lot of people have, but the problem is that there's too many people telling them that it's amazing, so if this goes to live, dude, there's going to be a lot of people that just quit the game. I know that for a fact.
Well, I think the problem is a lot of people that are telling me they're amazing are playing on live and not the beta.
Yes, that is true too. That is fact. There's a lot of people saying that that's great. They just bought the game at once, but they haven't played beta yet. So they're leaving comments and they're saying, "Oh, it's great," but they haven't played on the beta. So, and a lot of people that are playing on the beta that are saying it's amazing and there's nothing wrong with it at all and it's better than it's ever been, they're just kissing the dev's ass. There's no way that they think that this is better. This is trash. Sorry, it's booty hole.
And I think they need to get a little more clear when they push updates to beta that it's beta. I mean, it kind of says it, but maybe like, you know, on the snapshot picture or whatever, you know, put the word beta or something on there. You know what I mean?
Well, no, the problem is this. It's the track record, right? And you said this like about a month ago. Yes, it is the beta. We do know it's the beta. The problem is that the track record of the dev team is if they don't fix it right now while it's in beta, they ain't fixing it for like 6 to 8 months.
Exactly.
And so then we're going to have all this fantasy dirt being made constantly and all these janky buckets and, you know, and all those things are just going to be broken. And they're not, I mean, why push this to live if all those things are that bad? I can
think they could
literally
tune this to where it could actually be pretty good. It actually
Yeah.
is a pretty nice update, but it needs a lot of. And that's the question: is are they in a place to actually do the tuning, or are they just going to let it go?
Yeah, I mean it's nowhere close to realistic. So everybody that's saying it's realistic it was more realistic before the update than it is now. How do you get to the
Everything
beta?
looks good,
You
too.
got to go into your settings in Steam on the game, right click it, and go to properties, and you'll see betas and versions. Holy crap, I made a live stream. I'm always at work. What's up, Street? What's wrong with the beta? I'm enjoying it. The loaders, excavators, I mean, there's like a list of things that are just not working very well, that don't feel better than the live version of the game. The map is cool. That's all cool stuff, right? There's a lot of good things that this update did, but the way that the material's handled and stuff like that is just god awful. It needs to be tuned.
I just think if they're not if they're not in a position where they want to take time to tune it, they should just remove it. Those two pieces of equipment.
Just remove that damn dozer mounting thing, dude. That's just like crap. Just get rid of that. Leave the spillage right now, and if they're really in a push to get it alive, then do it that way.
Could it be just tuned to 0? I mean, I don't know. Maybe.
Can it just be moved to 0, please? Or how about this? If you really love it, can we get an option for all these things just to? I mean, we can change some of those things, but you guys can't, right? So I don't like playing with changed things that you guys don't have access to, because then it's a different. When I'm asking you guys how you like something or how something works for me, like I don't like doing that. That's why I don't really like playing with mods. Because someone comes in and goes, well, my game can't do that. My game doesn't play like that. Why does yours play like that? And then it's a lot of like hoopla about what it is, right? And how it works and this or that, right? So it just causes division and misunderstanding and things like that, right? It's just kind of a thing that happens. Also, the ore veins are not okay on the new map. Yeah, they're a little weird. There's been a lot of talk about the ore veins and stuff like that. Hey, Sass, thank you much for that. Those rows, appreciate that. We're not saying everything's crap or the devs are shit or anything like that. We're just saying, you know, the beta doesn't feel good right now compared to like overall, it's like hit and miss in a few different departments, and where it's missing, it doesn't feel good. I would just like to see that mounding get removed or massively reduced. Like say it's 100 right now. If they pulled the mounding back to 5 instead of 100, maybe that would be okay. And then the spillage, the tolerance on where the bucket spills versus doesn't spill could be increased. The tolerance, you know, up and down where the bucket is, to make it a little bit more gameplay-ish and not so the material in your bucket seems like it's water, right? There seems like there's no rigidity to anything now, and it just like goes all crazy. So it's a little bit of tuning, a little bit of tweaking, a little tuning. How's what today? I'm doing pretty good, man. Feeling a little under the weather, if I'm being honest, but you know, it's just it's life. Let's try our best, guys, to make sure you guys can take max depth on those cuts if you can, because it's going to be torture on those loaders coming in and pushing the walls. Then we have to do upper cleans, lower cleans, side cleans, in between cleans, tank cleans. You know, make sure we get a little clean on that.
Well, don't forget the excavators can over dig on those benches.
Meds are a little off. No, not meds. I have like a stomach flu or something like that. Dude, I've been pooping all yesterday, man. Hot, acidic, explode the toilet problems. And then today I've just been farting like all day. Like, if you guys want the TMI version, there it was. You know, I literally could probably spend the day rolling around just farting. I'd be as happy as hell, you know? Just lay on the floor and roll around and just fart would be like an amazing day for me today. Oh yeah, I'm doing good though, bro. Everything's good, man. I wouldn't be streaming if I wasn't good enough, you know what I mean? I'm waiting for their save to happen.
I wish they would take care of this issue with the. So when you place down a piece of equipment, rather than the blade being flat to the ground, they just raise it all the way up.
That'd be too difficult, Grumpy.
'Cause every time you drop it the dozer, you could jump in it, and you always have to go fix the ground.
No, I know. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I understand if you put it there and then you jump in, it goes beep and makes that mound, right? But when it spawns out of the air, I agree. It should be in the up position, not the down position, because it's just going to make material right when it hits the ground. Kind of annoying. Especially after you just made this super flat area, and then all of a sudden you go near it, it's like, brah! You're like, you just want to rage, dude. Dude, it just makes you rage. You're like, oh. Never trust a fart? Yeah, no, dude. Sometimes you just gotta risk it, dude, you know? Sometimes you just gotta risk it. Tab average. Oh, you guys are dog lovers? No cat lovers? Damn. 74% says dogs over cats. Damn. 35 votes.
You forgot to add both.
Yeah, you did.
No.
And the other.
No.
I thought it said that you love hot dogs. I was like, yeah, I love hot dogs.
Fatty.
I wasn't paid up.
Shit, dude. Gosh damn it, Grumpy. You like hot dogs? Like, yeah, I love hot dogs.
Hot dogs.
Hot dogs. Yeah, hot dogs.
I like the companionship of dogs better than cats, but I like owning a cat better than if that makes any sense. But it just kind of goes both ways. Depends on the cat. Some cats are better. We had one cat with very good companionship.
Oh, we can dig again. Yeah. Woo. Not sure if others are having this problem, but have had the vehicles spawn under the map on multiple occasions on the beta. Can make a real mess sometimes. Are you dropping the equipment with free place is the thing. Because if you use snap mode, it won't let you do that. Right? But if you hit B, you can free place. That's grid. And you can put them in the ground like that. So make sure when you drop a vehicle, you're on snap mode. That way it won't go under the ground plane. Might be an issue that you're having. Possibly. You're glad the baggers are untouched? That's not what I've heard. Isn't there a problem with the baggers, too?
Oh, yeah.
Nothing was changed, though, by the way. Nothing was changed. A million things broken, but nothing was changed. I don't play with the baggers anymore, so you'd have to ask Velcro what they broke.
The baggers get stuck on the littlest bump.
Mm.
And the tracks move faster than the machine actually moves, so.
They're trying to run, and it's like, no. I'm gonna jump over here, man. We got a lineup. You guys are slow. No, I'm just kidding. We just had a save. All right, go ahead and send that truck square. Let him send it. You're just wasting it. Let's go. We're not loading fairy farts. Invisible dirt. Let's get it.
wait for your stuff real quick.
Huh?
Getting stuff for you real quick. That's a little better. There you go. I think you can get in there.
Seems like we need a second operator for the excavator.
Yeah, I'll jump in here in a second. Somebody wants to run this truck? Whoa. God, that bucket being all the way out like that, bro. Deletey, let's get it. I'll show you how to delete with this thing.
Drop a little bit of dirt near that wall face because it's a bit low.
You want some of that dirt? Alright. Okay. Right here. You want a little bit of dirt right there? Here you go.
Lovely.
No problem.
Cool down.
You guys need your reverse tracks garbage. How dare you?
I didn't do it.
Deletey, bruh. That's the way to do it. Hashtag dig underneath if you're in protest. Go and get another truck up here. Oh, we already got one. Here's Spence. Let's say we're gonna outpace Mick over here because he's a noob. He's making more dirt than he's actually putting in the truck. Wrong way. Just delete that. The reason why I don't like the mounting is because it also makes sky boogers like mad crazy, dude. It's like a sky booger generator, you know? It makes you have to, it also makes the game look weird because you got to pull up through the imaginary mounds that it's creating out of nowhere. Right, so that's the kind of the other thing that's like kind of blah.
Good, Thomas.
Digging a little deep here. Let me pull up into myself here. You love the sky boogers? Sometimes. Hey, you're a little far up actually. Far up and far out actually. But it's okay. I'll come in here and scoop this in. Let me delete it all. Love the sky boogers. You can take some of that material right there, Wasey, and that's a little on the high spot if I go low and just dump it into that hole.
Yep.
I like how it converts the material halfway back through the tracks as well too when you're digging. You notice that, Grumpy?
Yeah.
But it can't deform there because they put a deform lock underneath the tracks, but like the texture changes.
It's kind of crazy. It shows you the area that they're adding material to. It's kind of huge too. It's a little bit.
Yeah, it's insane how much area that's actually adding, and that's a perfect representation of it because you can see it like underneath the excavator there where it changed how far back from the digging surface where the bucket's actually touching. It just shows how out of balance it actually is. It shouldn't be deforming that far back away from the edge of the bucket. Never did that before. It just feels weird. Hey, Matt, thank you much for that follow, bro. We'll see if I can get another demonstration of that over here. Put my lead edge right here on the top part of the track. Let's push back here from the top. See that? Dude, the teeth of my bucket are just at my track. See how far it pushed back color? Yeah, it's craziness. It would actually be building material that far back if the excavator didn't delete it. And this is why we play beta, boys. Because if we don't play, then can't really critique it, right? We just sat on thing and just crossed our fingers and hopefully it was amazing. And yeah, that's insane right there how it just did that. That's nuts, dude. Let's go ahead and send that truck. Goater's in the way. We gotta move him. Another truck up here. Thank you much for that subscribe. Appreciate you. Let the cleanup kind of happen over here. I'm gonna get a little closer to the wall face. Goater, come on, bruh. Oh, dude, come on, man. He left himself right in the cut face. A noob.
Might have to kick him.
Bruh.
I mean, if the loaders weren't creating dirt, I could probably pick them up on a loader and move them, but there would be such a huge pile of dirt there, I wouldn't know to do that either.
Goater, move your fat ass, bruh. He just left himself right on the cut path. Might be able to drive over the top of him. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I'll just straddle his face, bro. Goater's gonna give me a mustache ride. Goater's in my choder, dude. I'm just saying. Take that, bro. Here we go. Go ahead and send it square. What's up, David?
It looks like I'm going to go over top.
You don't like when the wheel loader loses all the dirt as well?
Oh,
Oh, uh-oh. Dang, Mick, you just worksite accident prone over there today, huh, buddy? Dang it, Bobby. I know Goater's over here holding up the show, bro. You gotta drive on his head. And this is why when you guys go AFK on a multiplayer session, you don't put yourself inside of a working area.
Oh. Also, guys, if you start to go over the edge like that, just jump out. That way it doesn't dig holes in the ground.
I gotta lift myself over Goater's freaking head, dude. You gotta pop out the other side. Okay, there we go. Now I gotta dig around Goater. How often does the game get updated? If you're talking about by the time it goes to the live version, so right now we're in the beta, so generally the game probably gets 2 to maybe 3 major updates a year, actually. But a butt ton of little hot fixes in between when the beta is out testing the new version and things like that. So yeah, about 2 to 3 updates a year, big ones. With a crap, like I said, and a crap ton of hot fixes during the beta process for those set updates. So
I'm a little dirt right there in this hole waiting for my blade there, Mick.
Yeah.
damn it, Goater.
Got the hole right in front of my blade. If you could dump a little dirt right in there.
Oh, now he moves. Thanks. Now he moves. Hell yeah.
Mick, I'm in the dozer. If you could drop a little bit of dirt right in front of the blade of my dozer, I'd appreciate it.
I'm sorry, I had to disappear. My brother's broken his leg.
Y'all go, bro. I'm telling him I'm gonna break the other one too next. No, just kidding. Y'all go, bro. We're coming for that other leg, dude. When was the last update? About 5 months ago.
The beta, I think the last beta came out the 25th.
Yeah, so we're already in the new
Okay,
beta
December
process.
21st or
So
something.
yeah, we're about a month into the beta update at the moment. So this is yet to go to live. It's still in beta at the moment. Game's definitely actively being worked on. It just depends on, a lot of people have different preferences of what they think the game should be being worked on, and you know, there's always that debate within the community, right? But I mean, honestly, do we really have any control? So of what, you know what I mean? The answer to that is no. We're just all crackheads waiting for our next update fix, right? So, and then we all just hope it's good. So that's, I mean, that's all games, right?
Yeah. And we're always right and you're always wrong. There you go.
Yeah. What you want don't matter. No, just kidding. It doesn't matter. It's still a good game if you like digging holes and stuff like that. It's lacking content as far as like a cohesive gameplay, arcade style, start, stop. Pretty much just get thrown into a world. Here you go. I mean, even the new map that came out that it was to kind of combat that was, you know, it still makes you feel that way. So I don't know if they hit the mark on that, if that's what they were even trying to hit in the first place. Seems like that's what their goal was, but it's a little lacking in the start to finish gameplay. You know, make the world feel like it has soul to it and stuff like that, because, you know, it's, I don't know, it's interesting conundrum. Yeah, the
Real big
beta's
reason
open.
to dig, besides dig.
Yeah, there's no real reason to dig. That's why I'm not really a fan of the new economy system, because rivals, like, what am I playing, dude? Like, I don't get it. It doesn't make sense, right? Like why? The only thing it seems like to me, and I'm gonna be honest, and this is not me being a dickhead or anything about it, whole rival system was just a way to cover up crappy balancing and stuff like that, to be honest. It's an easy way of saying, oh, everything's balanced fine, it's just you were dumping at a weird point. Right? Like, oh man. For all you stat nerds out there that really like good stats and stuff like that, it's hard to track anything now because everything fluctuates and it's all stupid and like, ugh, gross. Have I done an updated control set video? No, I have not. Because nothing really changed other than the UI from the other two videos that I made, so it's just the UI is a little different. So pretty much everything's exactly the same. Everything pretty much close to the same, it's just the UI looks different. And we can't toggle things anymore, so yeah, there's that. There is that. Yep, but the beta's open. All you have to do is go to your out of order game, right click, go to properties in Steam, and change the beta version. Latest beta for players. I'm gonna back that in kind of where Wacy was just working so I can take this edge. Well, or let Wacy work there for a second and then... Grumpy, can you get some dozing down here, dude?
Yep.
Where Wacy's at? We can get so I can get down to the next edge and... Yeah, just go ahead and push her back in each scoop and then just kind of move, rock her forward real quick, and I'll just get this nub down here.
I know you can use a dozer, Wacy. You want a dozer or you want to load it?
I'd rather use a dozer, this is horrible.
I think there's a dozer someplace. If not, I can grab another
Yes,
one.
dozer is way better.
So if there's an alpha, a beta, that makes this a Charlie branch? No. Live version would be the Charlie branch.
Here, wait. Here's your brand new dozer.
Thank you.
This is so realistic. It's awesome. This is definitely better gameplay than being able to clean up with a loader. Or
Hey, Baron, thank you much for that as well. Welcome, guys.
$8,900 is about where it needs to go with Navy. I don't know if you heard that before or not.
I me, I don't use measurements, I do it by eye.
Well, at least you don't have a GPS on there anyway. You want one or?
You definitely should have one so it doesn't go too low.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Oh, I have some money.
All right, I'm gonna spin around right here. Make my cut. Go on back.
I was doing the same, I was pressing F to get out of the vehicle.
There you go.
Thank you.
Here.
You want to come hit this corner with that dozer real quick?
Yeah.
Just go ahead and send that truck.
This is so much better than using loaders to clean it up, right? You just delete it into the wall face.
It is. Honestly, the loader kind of useless now for most of these tasks.
Yep. Christian showed me the light today. I'm on board with the dozer.
Yeah. Since the loader can't clean up wall faces for shit no more, it's better just to delete everything with the dozer. And then take the excavator and just pull up through your track and delete everything as well. That's the only way to keep the gameplay clean without it being just janky all over the place. I mean, it's been reported for quite a while. I mean, I don't know if we're going to get any news about it or like nothing, dude.
Alright, I think that should clear you guys up pretty good.
I think so. I'm just going to slap this here real quick.
When the loader's working, the loader's the tool for it, I think, but
Yeah.
because I'd rather, you know, haul this than delete it, but
The front shovels haven't been tainted yet. Yeah, that's what a lot of people were telling me. The front shovels haven't been tainted. It's only the loaders and the dozers. I mean, the loaders and the excavators.
just you wait. That's the next version.
Just you wait. Yeah, next update. Yeah, go ahead and pull out of there real quick. You're gonna have to put yourself over here. I can't dig there because you're blocking my way. You're gonna have to put yourself over here, like back in right here next to me like this. That's what I was saying. The best thing to do is just keep this update in beta for a while, man. Keep working on it. Why push it? Hopefully they don't, man. There's no reason to push it. It just reminds me of the GMS2 demo, dude. When the digging is now. And that was unanimously hated by most of the tester big play testers. Unanimously hated. There were so many reports in the testing group. It was just like, whoo. I said that it kind of shocked me seeing Out of War do that after the playtest came out. It was like, what? Dude. No. Sometimes you can think of things like in your head. I mean, I get it. I understand. But within minutes of playing this, they should have noticed it, how bad it was. Right? And not pushed it to beta. Right? Like, or turned it off and then turned it on during beta if they just needed to push it so quickly. Do some more tuning before pushing it out, right? Because they know that a majority of the core content creators and things like that, we all play on beta, right? And it's like, ugh. I mean, I get it. They want us to play it. They want us to beat it up and critique it. I get it, but... Oh, nothing. Just the same old, same old. We're just bitching about nothing. Going on our daily damn it, right? Hopefully the round of tweaks is good, man. Hopefully. Welcome back, Dale. No, like I'm saying, most of the update is okay. Most of the update's fine. Some of the features they did add are great. There just needs a lot of tweaking. Because the stuff that they do need to tweak is very annoying. Finished making dinner and posted ribs in Discord? Well, since I'm saving, I might as well tab out and go look at Discord. You gotta mind, you guys, we do this with every update. You just show a picture of your finished dinner there? Where's the ribs beforehand, man? Those look like you chewed it up and spit it back on your plate, dude. What the hell is that, Del? What'd you do to the poor thing? Beat it up first with a hammer? And how did this guy do?
Coming off the bone.
I know, I'm just messing.
Oh, it's almost a bannable offense, but that's all right. You can see.
Almost a bannable offense. I do agree with Grumpy. It's close. It's almost a bannable offense. Almost. Just close. We'll let it slide. Yeah, a lot of potential with this update. You know, also too, guys, like think of it like the stuff that we're talking about that we dislike about the way the mechanics and the digging and stuff like that are. It's because they just added what they call tool sets. Things that make things manipulate, spawn, you know, things like that, right? It's all these little teeny things around the bucket that make it do what it does, right? Make it drop material, add material here, push material, pull material. And these little tool sets need constant tweaking to get them to feel right. And that's what we're talking about. We're not talking like, oh, the excavator as a whole is a piece of shit or nothing like that. No, we're just saying that the way that it's scooping and mounting and pulling and it just feels, it's not in good practice, right? So when you have to find exploits, exploit their own system to get it to play, that's what we're talking about. It feels better to exploit the way the equipment works than it does to play with it the way it's intended. That's how you know something's not tuned correctly, right? Like, we can already tell you the spillage is way off. The spillage needs lots of tweaking. The bucket angle tolerance needs a lot of tweaking. The bucket hitbox is just ridiculously insane how big it is. Right? Like, the mounding's on crack. Like, there's no reason that should be mounting up there like that. None. But I can just delete it by pulling it up through the hitbox, right? So, is that a small dump rock truck?
It shrunk in the wash. At the time, there was no other rock trucks, and I found this one.
I'm tripping, bro. I was like, did I get bigger? Or like
Yeah,
that?
Yeah, you got bigger.
Did you see that? How that just changed like that? That's not right. When I hit that cold note and just converted the whole area around us, that's not right.
Yeah, 2 scoops and he should be all filled up.
Yeah, we need another rock truck just tall enough to grab him.
I just, dude, it was making me trip out, dude. I thought I was losing it, bro.
I thought it would be entertaining.
Yeah, it was really. I was like, you had me going for a second. I was like, wait a minute. I was like sizing up my bucket. I was like, huh, something seems a little off here. Something seems a little, Dang it. Slap that hurt.
Nick needs a truck over here.
It's getting real bad. Lol. Yeah, no, it's, you don't notice it until you notice it, and then when you notice it, you're like, oh my gosh, I want to go back the way it was. Grass isn't always greener on the other side sometimes. I mean, if they would let me design the damn tool set for the damn thing, I'd just do it for them, but it doesn't seem like they want any help, so. Nah, played this in ages, bro. Like how long? What's ages? Like 2 months, 3 months, 5 months, year, 2 years. Installed, uninstalled when it first came out. What you got, dude? What's up, Paul? I mean, don't get me too wrong either. Like, you'll also notice, like, we're still going to play it. We're just going to beat it up a little bit more. That's all. You know, because even in its current state right now in beta, it's still better than anything else because there's nothing else to really play where you can do anything like this. But that shouldn't be an excuse just to be like, oh, well, it's okay then, you know? So, you guys have like the most hours played, do you think? I think I do have the most like legit hours played out of anybody. Like I don't ever just leave my game running. most of my Steam, like Splitintwo gaming YT, that's most of that is all just streamed hours. I think I'm over 4,000 or something like that. And then I have like another like 10,000 hours of just testing on another account. Might download this again, bro. The new GI. The new Gold Rush game. I think it needs some tuning as well. It needs a little bit of tweaking. Overall, I like the environment that they've given in GMS2. Brilliant, great job. Now, is the actual mining aspect of it going to be good enough? I guess is still the looming question. I think a lot of us have that are, you know, that are kind of like, okay, we love these games, we critique them, but we're not going to lie to ourselves about what we're actually playing. Because, you know, for me, I don't give a crap if I get views. Hey, take it easy, Spence. You a little worn out today, brother? All right, man. Like, I don't care if I have a video that goes, this is going to be the best mining game of 20, blah, 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 and then I just, like, talk about it normally without just lying about it. Like, the developers don't pay us, so there's no reason to, like, lie to your viewers about it. You're not getting money if the devs sell more copy of the game, so why lie to people about your actual experience? I mean, I understand why content creators do that, because sometimes you don't want to hear someone that may be saying something negative, or you're talking about something in a light where they disagree, so it's easier just to agree with everybody that it's amazing, because there's a lot less people that are going to say they don't like something versus, I really love it because the devs are great people. And then, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's rampant in this industry, and it's horrible. If you speak your mind, you're shunned, or you're labeled as toxic. It's just crazy, dude.
Everybody just wants to get out and see the new content earlier than anybody else, it seems like.
Yeah.
Which is part of that whole crack thing. Yeah.
Everybody wants, I mean, it's obvious what people on YouTube and stuff like that want for content. They want someone that's going to scream at them in a high-pitched voice. They're 40 years old and they act like they're 15. And they're going to really give you no actual information about the video game. And they're all just going to try to sell you something that they're partnered with. That's all streaming is nowadays, and all videos are nowadays. There's no actual real gaming going on. It's crazy. It's insane. And that's mainstream, really, so it's like... It's all about selling copies that you don't believe in something. You know, it's why you never see content creators that are really loyal to one thing. It's more rare than it is, like, normal, right? What's this game? This game's called Out of War. No, but as far as GMS goes, I think that they're gonna, if they can manage to get a really good digging feel on a larger scale than Gold Rush, the first Gold Rush, I think that they might retain top spot. They might come in and take out Out of War. Out of War will have a massive deficit to cover if GMS can get the digging to feel better. I think as far as like a marketable product, I think that's something that they obviously have because, well, let's face it, they got a publisher that's made millions upon millions upon millions of dollars behind them, and they have the access of coders and everything like that, right? So it's not even like something that's comparable because you have NMC, which is just a bunch of modders, right? Learning to be developers versus, you know, 20, 30 dudes that have been in the industry for, you know, 15 to 20 years building a video game. It's not even in the same, you know what I mean? Like, it's not even fair. It's not even a race or a contest at that point, right? What NMC has going for them is the freedom to dig on a large scale, and the equipment feels pretty decent, right? It's not, you know, it's everything can be a, you know, personal preference or whatnot, but we're, like I said, we're GMS 2. They have that environment, that feeling that, oh, this is going to be a game, not just a sandbox and here you're thrown into it and GG, right? That's how I feel about Space Engineers too. It's too much nothing. You know what I mean? Like, it's too much nothing, but then that could be my own personal preference on video games, right? Where I do like a little story. I like a little bit of that razzle dazzle. I like a little environment in my worlds. And then let me go crackhead mode. But if there's nothing to engage with, you kind of just feel like you don't care after a while. Like you've actually built the biggest ship or the biggest this or the biggest that, right? That's how I kind of feel about sandbox games or sandbox builders, is you're spending all your time creating the content that you want to play, but then by the time you're done building it, you don't give a shit about it. We built some pretty crazy things in these games. You guys have seen us build some crazy ass stuff, man.
Wah, wah, wah.
That's your problem with pure sandbox games? I need a goal other than just build something to build it? Yeah, it is difficult, right? Like, where someone like myself, yeah, I'm motivated to play because you guys are here watching, right? That's one thing. That's one huge driving factor that I have over some people that don't have. But yeah, we feel it every day, right? When we're working on these projects or we're sketching out the content flow of what we're gonna be working on. I'll say one thing: if we can get this series off the ground, it's gonna be a little different than. I mean, Grubby, how many hours of just building sets do you think we have? Just building the sets. 1,000 hours plus?
Probably. I know just in some of the stuff I've done, it's a lot of hours, so I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah. Yeah, and we haven't even done principal photography yet. So, and base filming, and it's thousands of hours into the project already. Even to the point where we can get ready to film. So, I mean, for me, that's what makes it exciting, that I can do that and manipulate things and change things and record and try to be creative and stuff like that again. That's why I haven't been streaming as much, because for me, but the average player doesn't have that. You know what I mean? Like, you don't got it. You got into Gold Rush because of me and then PC? Oh, yeah. Sorry for your addiction, man, my dude, Mr. Paul.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Like, you're the one who convinced me to get GMS and out of the dudes, but
I think a lot of people did. I think it's a safe assumption. I don't know. I've maybe sold a few copies of this game in my day. Maybe just a few.
2 or 3 probably.
At least a couple. A handful. Still love it to death, though, man. It's a love-hate relationship now. Don't you get it? I love to hate it.
and talking about digging games, I'm actually going to start trying to build a project in SE1, like a mobile drilling rig.
Yeah, once I get done with Space Engineers 2, I'm thinking about possibly doing Space Engineers 1. Because it just seems like that's where the majority of the gameplay is if I want to play in space and build blocks and fly things around, and it just seems like that's where the juicy fun stuff is. Like Space Engineers 2 is kind of like really lacking. right now, and it's probably going to be in what, another 3 to 4 years before it's got any real like stuff to it. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. I have no clue. I'm just a noob in the universe trying to find dice.
Space Engineers 1 even have that much stuff. I mean, I haven't played Space Engineers 1 in,
Yeah,
It seems like it.
Kind of has some campaigns that have an actual kind of storyline, but not much.
yeah. I know, well, back when I was playing it, basically, you could have it randomly spawn a ship and you could chase it down and blow it up about the side. And that was, that was quite some time.
How big can the servers be? Like how many players?
SC1, I'm not sure.
Anybody know?
But yeah.
Not a clue, never played.
32 players?
This sounds right. I knew it
Okay,
was, I knew
so
it was
what-
up there, but I
So what we're gonna do? It's gonna be Team Grumpy versus Team Split. I get all the 10,000 hour Andes. He gets all the noobs, but it's a 2-to-1 ratio. So he gets more players than we do. Okay, and it's gonna be all out war. We got a month. We got a month of prep and build, no cheats, and then we go to war, Braveheart style, in space. Yeah.
Actually, I'm not sure, but just doing quick Google with an AI overview, it says Space Engineers server capacities officially supports up to 60 fluid players maximum. The official Team Software House servers generally default to 16 to maintain stable performance.
Yeah.
The servers are decent. Just gotta watch out for the clang. I don't know. I think it'd be fun.
Does that mean I can just give them all, ramming ships, have them come ram into you?
I mean, sure, but we get to build 4 times the size of ships that you guys get to build then.
That's not bad.
I'm already at a disadvantage.
What are you talking about? Dude, the 10,000 hour players could be all menu hours, dude. They could suck complete butthole. Or not even show up for the battle. And then all of a sudden we get zerged down by a bunch of little noobs, bro. Hell no. What are you talking about?
That's exactly the point.
No! You know these 10,000 Andes, they talk a lot of game, but they don't ever show up.
They've already played for 10,000 hours. They're tired of it.
Yeah, no doubt. I gotta get that hungry noob that sits in his basement all day long and just builds all day. All day farming. Gotta build the war machine. Boss.
It's very much expanse type fighting in the game. It's pretty neat, actually.
Yeah. I think I've seen that, yeah. I get Splitsy on my team. Just go get all the content creators versus like 5 content creators versus all noobs. And then we just set a bunch of rules for you noobs.
I'm not noob.
Rebels versus let's get you backed in over here a little bit if we can. Let's get Grumpy to clean that up real quick, and then I can't. I'm just gonna make a mess if I try to dump that in there. You're too far.
Okay, I'm leaving.
Yeah. Just go ahead and pull out. Grumpy, you want to flatten this real quick here, and then they can truck and get right there where you're at.
You got it, Wazy, or?
Oh, that's Wasty. Never mind. All right, that's good, Wasty. Now, no can come in here. Yeah, I've already taken my first flight and everything like that, and I'm like, from where you guys see the Space Engineers episode, yeah, like I was saying, I'm like 5 episodes out. Dude, I didn't realize how angry people get when they think that you're not listening to their comments. I commented on your first video, and I commented on your first video, and you didn't do it in the second video. You didn't listen to what I had to say. I'm like, bro, I recorded like 5 to 10 episodes in like one crack. Right? They just don't come out every day, or I'm not releasing all 10. Well, this is bullshit. I commented to help you, and you didn't take my advice. I'm like, dude, yet again, I recorded like 5 to 6 episodes at a time. You need to listen to me. I have 4,000 hours in this game.
The,
Like,
the funny thing is, it's easy to do if you don't know how it's done. Particularly if you say you started watching like certain other people who actually like don't put a whole lot out ahead of time.
yeah.
You may think that's like how it really works. It's not the case.
No, yeah. I haven't quite got a normal schedule going yet, bro. It's all good, man. They said you'll figure it out. Just enjoy yourself, man. Yeah, I had to tell one guy, I was like, dude, you need to relax. Like, I'm already like 5 episodes ahead of what you're even trying to explain that you want me to do, and I've already learned it and done it. I'm like, he's all DMing me, and he's like trying to like say I'm a horrible person, and I'm like, bro, okay, listen here, buddy. Get over it. You need to watch a tutorial to learn how to play. Yeah, that's not the point of the series, dude.
Yeah, I can't wait to see how you dealt with the center of gravity for your first flight.
Let's put it this way.
Stories. It's going to be entertaining.
Let me just put it this way. My first little turd capsule was maybe a little overdone. Okay. There's a lot of things that are interesting. Yeah, go ahead and send it. No, overall though, I'm enjoying it. Good game so far. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get that feeling of environment in the world and stuff. It seems like it's really soulless, the game, these sandbox games lately.
Now the question is, have you encountered wolves yet in the game?
Wolves?
Yes.
No.
C2 or what?
Yeah, what game are you talking about?
Well, I know that in SE1 there was wolves. I wasn't sure if there was any in SE2 yet.
I don't know.
There's really no NCPs. There's some automated turret stuff I think to fight
NPCs?
at the moment. Yeah. NPCs are supposed to be coming, I think, even whenever. Evidently, I was just looking at the roadmap here a little bit ago, and it was like they're talking about NPCs and co-op play before MP coming out even. So we could get co-op play, maybe before too long compared to full MPs.
Just as much as you play, you should stream, bro. Yeah, you would make way more money just delivering for DoorDash or whatever you have. You'd make way more money being an Uber driver or anything like that versus being a content creator, dude. Like, and you'd spend way less time doing it to make this like no money. Generally on content creators, you literally make nothing for a long time, if even at all, really, right? Like, I mean, you've seen Oz, like, it's crazy. It can be crazy or it can be absolutely nothing. Like 99% of people, it's nothing. The odds are horrible. I would never advise anybody going to being a content creator. If you're, yeah, don't ever quit your job either. Like to do it. You know, they had some really big plans, but for NPCs, I don't think they have hostels. Yeah, I don't think, I mean, I haven't seen anything, but I haven't even explored that much, so.
Like I said, they have some They
Minigun
have
turrets.
some, turrets that attack you, but
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
about
think
it.
there's actually technically NPC yet.
And those things shoot through mountains, from what I found out. Anybody want to jump in the excavator? Do we need anybody want to play with something different instead of just driving truck?
I'll take it if you got nobody else.
If you want to, man. I just figured give everybody a chance to play in something different today instead of just driving truck. If that's what you guys want to do, it's all good though. Figured we'd ask, give everybody a chance to play in something. Light's going pretty good, bro. Going pretty good, man. Can't complain too much. Not much to really complain about. How you doing? I mean, I'm alive, so that's good. Backwoods. That's always good, you know? Smack this wall down here. Got back from your shift. What'd you miss? Well, we're just moving out some of this other bench over here. We're taking this line out a little bit, doing a little cleanup. We're moving back here. Remove the ramp. And then now we are up here working on this. All right, let me get this truck out of their way. Just slap that way, see?
Yep.
Just removing some bench. We didn't get too much time this week to work on the haul road. Just had a lot of stuff, doctor's appointments, things like that to do. And so we'll get in there this week and get that done. Get the server up this week. Yeah, being alive is definitely good. So all you guys that have been watching the Space Engineer series, when do I call myself not a noob? Like, once I've gone to space and done things in space and stuff like that, like, when do I get to, like, upgrade my status? You guys think?
I would say once you build your first capital ship.
Capital ship meaning?
Basically, a large ship that basically has
Everything on it?
Basic, yeah. And it's
full
on
production?
the large grid size and not on the small grid size.
Oh, I mean, I figured I would go from like a small cruiser or destroyer class ship, and then that would be more of like an intermediate player.
I would agree.
Then I'd move up to like intermediate, and then during the intermediate, I could maybe stop, you know, because then I've learned all the basics by then, right?
Yeah.
So what happens if I devour planets? What would that put me at?
That would probably put you at, I would say that would probably put you at expert, but also that would probably make your save file huge, like like Mine Rescue.
He's not afraid of big space file.
I like big save files, and I cannot lie. See, that's my problem with these type of games. That's why I generally don't play a lot of them at one time, because then I'm just like, oh, crackhead mode. Mustang! Womp. I'll be happy if I just leave the planet with 400 tons on board. What's a good goal? What would you guys say a good final episode of the newbie series would be?
Space base.
Space base? We're on Iron Mountain Pit. You gotta take off, man.
I have the new guy. Was fun.
Y'all good, brother? Thank you much for coming in and playing, man. Look at that little truck.
You could probably fit that one inside the 500s.
Probably.
That little truck is feels smaller than they used to. That's a 400, isn't it?
No, this is a 200.
200, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think
wonder,
it's
I
a...
felt like I was going to eat it with a bucket.
It's quite entertaining. It feels faster as well.
Recruit links from Warhammer 40k. So like a little space station. I mean, I watched this one guy, like just kind of like he kind of literally just did the same thing as me, like never played the game before, first time playing. Literally, his video came out like the next day after mine, but clearly he's played the game before. Like clearly, no mess ups, no mistake, knew exactly what everything was. Like, okay, bruh. Yeah. I'm like, that's a little bit of a lie. Sure. I didn't even know what the damn Z key did for the first like 8 episodes. Stupid dampeners. Damn it. Like, I'm not even going into the menu to look at the controls. Sure, buddy. It's sus.
Like 5 or 10 minutes just to like set it up, and it's about all you did. Like.
Yeah, pretty much. Hey, I'm waiting for the save here, bruh. That's been good. I kind of enjoy doing that. I think that once I get some more episodes out and I start doing it, what I'll do is I'll post them up, and then I don't know if I want to stream it, man. I really don't. I'm kind of having fun just doing it, you know, without everybody like yelling at me constantly, right?
No spoilers.
Yeah, it's hard for people to spoil it, right? And I don't feel like I'm being yelled at constantly by like, you know, 50 to 100 people trying to teach me how to play a game all at the same time. Yes, I did. Yes, I did figure out how to get hydrogen. Can't say that I am past that. Mainly because I stole it. Other than that, yeah, I stole it. Yeah.
All you need is just some ice.
pay gap is insane. The job I just retired from would be equivalent to 1% easily. And my pension would be at least top 20. Yeah, I mean, it really depends. It takes, I mean, if you're trying to compare it to like content creators, the top 1%, nah. Top 1% is like the top one actual, like, well, I would say the top, what, 1,000 creators in the world, most of them are multimillionaires, right? So the disparity between the top and like even the bottom of the top 1% is insane, right? Like the craziest thing is if you put where I'm actually kind of like would be ranked in that is very high, right? So it's very, very high as far as earners go, because you guys are absolutely insane. But most content creators my size don't make a fraction of what I make, which is, you know, it's just the way it is, right? Like there's no metric to control it or anything like that. And even mine is all the way up and down constantly, right? So it's just it's a very weird thing that there's no anything to really go off of at all. All those videos are like, I got 60,000 subscribers in 1 month by doing this. And then you look and see how many subscribers they have, and it's like 4,000. You're like, where's those 60,000 subscribers? You said you had. Or I made $740,000 my first year of being a YouTuber. And all they have is like some course to scam people. It's like, oh, okay. Just get mods to crack down on the backseat viewers and only give advice by it. Yeah, I mean, I don't, my thing is no matter what, from my experience in gaming and being a content creator, Greg, is that if you want to enjoy a game, you don't stream it. You just don't. Because people can't help themselves, and it's better to not fight them. It's better to not ban them. It's better to not even deal with it at all. Because then you just turn mean, nasty, bitter, and you hate everybody, and you don't really like gaming anymore. Because not everybody, but a lot of people want to ruin it for content creators or be their teacher, right? So, it's, you know, you see it ramp, then, or just you could just say just ignore your chat, right? But I don't like doing that. I don't like ignoring my chat, so. For me, it's like, I'd rather just, I think that's where I need to enjoy video gaming on my own personal level by making video series like I am with Space Engineers. I think that's the healthiest thing for me. Even though I love streaming, I like talking to you guys live, but with a game like Out of War where there's nothing for you to teach me, you know what I mean? There's nothing, right? So it's easier for me just to hang out and chill and talk about these things that we like and just, you know, BS versus me feeling like I have to be defensive all the time because people are just up my ass, right? I don't do it yourself anymore? No, it's rough, man. It kind of, and that's, this year I'm trying to really focus on just enjoying video gaming again. You know, just in general, right? Like, enjoy video gaming, get out of the whole, you know, thing that I've been doing. I've been kind of stuck in that rut for so many years, where, you know, I get pinned as the you're this guy, you know, and it's just kind of, I don't know, it's getting a little old. So my main goal now is literally if I can have fun doing this and bring joy to people, then that's what I'm doing. Other than that, I don't care about all the other crap anymore. I really don't.
Can you put you in the other side, Thomas, please?
Okay, I see what. Okay.
Thanks, buddy.
Remember when I started Kerbal? Oh yeah, Kerbal was crazy. The funny one was Hydroneer, right? Everybody's like, no, you have to do it this way. You have to do it just like hybrid. No, you have to. And everyone's like, then they started arguing in the chat on who was right or who was wrong about watching somebody else's video. And it was just like 50, 60 people literally just acting like children to try to teach me how to play something. I'm like, bro, why don't I just ask hybrid myself? Right? I'm like, if I'm gonna get information about the game, I'll just go to the source you guys are all talking about, right? Like, instead of you guys fighting about it, like, the whole point is me trying to play the game and have fun and learn it, and you're ruining that, right? So that's why Glenn started rage baiting them, because as soon as they got ready for a Hydroneer stream, he would just bribe the stream for me to change the game for the day, right? So.
See, I thought Hydroneer was a good game, but it's just not got multiplayer.
It has multiplayer, but it's janky. Like, it's some weird, crappy hybrid version of it. It's some weird thing, man. I don't know what they were thinking. They were like, they used the excuse, oh, it's got to be split screen because of this. And it's like, no, it doesn't. I know exactly what you're using. You're just using voxel. I'm using voxel 1.2, and the guy that makes it, Max, he was like, no, it's some special magic version that nobody's ever used before, and I invented it myself. Yeah, it's why in your code and your game files it says voxel in there, doesn't it? Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, sure it does. No, it has to be split screen. Yeah, no, it doesn't. Just because you don't know how to do it any other way doesn't mean that that's the way it has to be. Last round for you, dudes.
Really? The YouTube video you watched on how to do it.
Yeah, no doubt, right? Yeah, the YouTube video you watched didn't show you how to do it correctly, right? So therefore, it's not possible. So that's a lot of indie devs. Trust me, it's kind of crazy. Oh, can't find a YouTube video? It must not exist. Honestly, Gamma, dude, I have that problem as well too, but for me, I the first thing I say is to myself when I go in to watch somebody as a viewer, especially like out of war and stuff like that, maybe they don't want to know. You know, so most of the time I won't even talk in people's chats because it'll just turn into a split. And I'm just like, I don't want to take away from what they're doing. You know what I mean? That's why chat, when I was watching Splitsy and those guys play Out of War, everyone just started turning it into a, oh my god, Splits here, split. And I'm just like, no, dudes, I'm just watching as a fan of the game. Like, calm down. Calm it down, bros. I like watching new players. I like watching people learn the game. I like those things, but not everybody, it's hard sometimes to watch people struggle at something and not like try to interject, right? It's just knowing the right time type of thing.
We struggle with that and still do, but I found that I try to like give limited advice on something. If they don't take it, then just don't bother because they don't want it, right?
Yeah, Grumpy's worst thing is, and we've had to like beat him with a stick every time he does it, is Dopey will be playing the game, we're in a channel completely different, and he'll be backseat gaming to me, to backseat gaming to her, and I'll just be like, shut your filthy mouth! I don't care!
Tell her how to do
You
it,
go
right?
tell her! You go tell her, you freaking turd! We're doing something completely different. Like, damn it, Grumpy!
Yeah, it's typically if I see somebody, I feel like they're really struggling and they're not enjoying themselves because of it.
Yeah,
That's when I
exactly.
have a hard time not.
That's when it's like, I generally ask, I generally will ask, hey, do you want a little help with that? Is there something that, if they're getting frustrated, you got to read the room type of thing. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. I
I refuse to play story games now on stream, dude. unless it's day one and I know I'm ahead of everybody, you know, but that's hard because you have those freaking viewers, bro, that will literally go out and watch the person that's the furthest ahead just to go around and to spoil it for people. Like, you've got to be a miserable shit if you're like that, dude. Like, seriously, dude. That's what it was like when I played Red Dead Redemption 2. It was like, oh my gosh, dude. Annoying. Did you know that this happened? Game just came out today, dude. Oh, nice. Thanks for watching it and then coming into my channel and ruining it. First time viewer. Thanks, bro. Thanks. Now I don't get to enjoy the end of the game because you spoiled it and you ruined the cliffhanger. Thanks, buddy. I guess you need to go out and get some vagina or something. I don't know what to tell you, but
What's that?
it's the thing that they need to figure out. They need to find the magical Vaginasaur. Okay? And it's not going to be found in the game they're playing. They got to go outside and touch grass.
Back it on up there, Thomas.
Back it on up, bruh. Back it up. Did you guys see the interview that the guy did with the dude that, like, the main cheater for Arc Raiders? He he told the developers like that there was all these problems in their game, how to fix them, and they just ignored him. So he just started cheating and pretty much just made the game die when they could have just fixed it. It's like, dude, he made the unbannable mod. Like, you can't ban him. He found all the backdoors and the anti-cheats, and now he's like making money off of selling cheats, dude. Yeah, if you're 18 plus and you can follow some very simple instructions, yeah. We're always looking for peeps, man. I want to come and hang out. Yeah, Apex has that type of stuff too. He's one of the best well-known hackers / cheaters in the gaming industry. What he does is he first goes in and he looks at what they're using, finds the exploits, builds the exploits, and then offers the development team a way to fix it. Right? Yes, there is compensation because you should be compensated for fixing something that is massively horrible, even though you might be the one that's causing the problem. But if one person's going to find it, many people are. All right, so you should be compensated in some way, especially with a studio that's making millions and millions of dollars. Even if this guy only asked for $20,000 to fix their cheating problem, like whole-handedly fix it. Could have saved the game. Content creators would still be playing Arc Raiders to the extreme, and it wouldn't be just riddled with hackers. They couldn't spend 20 grand to buy this guy's stuff. That's kind of insane to me. It just shows the developers don't really care. They made enough money and they're on to the next project. So it's like, or their ego won't let other people help them fix their game, right? Like, all these games are just dying. I think it's by design. Like, we've talked about this quite a bit, right? Like, I think a lot of these developers want their game to die after a certain point so they don't have to keep making it. So they made their money, they get out, and they can take their money and go to another project that might make more money. So in a sense, they don't really care if cheaters ruin the games or ruin the lobbies because they've already made their money and they're going to move on. That's why why invest more money to fix a problem that we don't care about, right? Yeah, Sans is dying as well. Sans, he did the same guy that did the stuff for the thing did it for Sans as well. The dev company just said, nope, you don't know what you're talking about. You're lying. And so he started selling all the same stuff for that company too. Okay, then pretty much the mentality is, okay, fine, if you don't want to fix your game and you don't want to make it, you know, pretty much uncheatable, which is what all the players want. We all want games where there's no cheaters. I'm going to give you the opportunity to fix that, but if you're going to spit in my face, then I'm just going to unleash it upon the thing and burn your game to the ground. right? So that's kind of the mentality that these new age hackers are hacking into these anti-cheat systems and having. You know, in a way what they're offering is a super cheap service to fix a problem. You know, that a lot of people are going to come up with, right? There's going to be there's more than just them too, right?
It's also kind of what's it called? Extortion too.
It is, but the thing is if you're willing to give it to them, all the work and all the stuff like that. But the other factor is that the anti-cheat systems have fundamental problems that is not the developer's problem, right? So that's another problem as well, is that if the anti-cheat system won't fix it, then the devs are just using that program, right? Can you play Water Park Simulator? It just came out. Currently, we are playing Out of War. Is this game real life? Yes, it is.
We're actually digging on Mars. Simulation.
Yeah. All right, where else can we get some of these trucks lined up? It's hard to see how many people are actually even here still. After this game, I'm going to be probably recording more Space Engineers. I don't know how long we're going to go for. 1 second here.
Space Engineers.
And we have about 9 players right now, so I mean, typically I play this for about about 3 to 5 hours. I don't know. It depends on what Dopey and the rest of everybody wants to do. I have no clue. It's the weekend, so I generally game a little longer. So I'm sure Wacy and Grumpy and Dopey wouldn't mind playing some Water Park Sim tonight.
Yeah.
I'd love to freak people out.
Dude,
Yeah.
you're a creepy son of a bitch. It's Friday night. It's time to game this weekend, man. We got a game, so I promised everybody some Out of War this weekend, so get some Out of War going.
Getting hot in here.
Oh, all I can say is it's good to be back on the mine site.
Hell yeah. It's good to be back on here, man.
How's the frame split? Did he kind of bounce around a little bit and come back up, or?
Nah, they're about the same. It's the amount of pings is what it is.
Yeah.
That's okay. I'm gonna load this onto the other computer tomorrow and play it as a client because I want to get some testing as a client, and then I'll load that other thing on there as well too.
Yeah.
Can you pump out the lake to mine it? Yeah, we'll be taking those water blocks out. I mean, if you guys don't know, if you guys are new and you're watching, let me play a little thing for you. So the pit down there is actually bigger than that, if you don't know. Here's a little quick, I'll play this clip a few times. That's how big that pit goes actually down in there. And we filled it all in with water blocks. All right, so the great flooding happened. So that thing is massive down there, as you can see, right? So it's a biggin', a lot bigger than you see right there.
Things in the distance are the silos, the big silos.
Yeah. So that pit goes down deep. We flooded it because, well, we need to extend the outer rings up into the hillsides. That way we can get down deeper and still have good coverage, right? Just a minor flood, you know, nothing too crazy.
Sorry,
We're
I
a
have to
little
go.
we're a little high up here, Wasey. We got to make sure we're dropping our buckets.
Yeah, I was thinking it was a little low.
Yeah, we're a little high because right here I set my GPS. The GPS number is 9800. So
I was doing quick pushes at around 984 or so.
984, yeah. Yeah, thanks, Kyle, man. Appreciate that, dude. But we won't be undoing that because, well, it's a beautiful scenery. What? There's a dump truck down there in the middle of the water. It's a
What?
floating. We have a floating haul truck.
I will talk to you all later. I gotta get off and go to see my brother.
All right, man. Tell him
Alright.
good luck, dude.
Yeah.
Break a leg, man. Now I want to know how he broke his leg.
Fell down the stairs.
He fell downstairs? That's lame. I thought it was going to be something cooler than that. All right, never mind. Ah, man, go see him, dude. Go hang out with him, bro.
Alright, talk to you all later.
Peace out, man.
Give him a slap on the knee and tell him he'll be all right.
You'll be all right, bro. It'll grow back. Don't worry. Thank you much for the hearts, man. Yeah, some good digging sessions on the weekends, and then we'll I guess we'll take a little break after this, and then we'll go. We'll probably play some of that. 'Cause, yeah, I definitely wanted to play more Water Park Sim for sure. We just grinded the hell out of that the other day when we played it. It was fun though, man. Like I told you, that game's a banger, dudes. That's a good one. It's fun. It was fun when we first got it, and that's what we were waiting for. We were waiting for version 1 to come out with like multiplayer and stuff. Good stuff. I mean, you a little low over here, Wasey? Oh, yeah, you're a little low there, buddy. 9840 right there. You're a little low, buddy. You're 984 right there as I'm pushing through. So, yeah, just be a little careful. You're close enough. Just plug Grubby's pump back in. Yeah, you were close. You were right on 9.8. Right there. We're just getting a little wonky over here. Yeah, I really don't like this whole nameplate scheme thing. You can't even tell if you're playing with people anymore. It's crazy. A little weird.
Like there may be a way to like hit it to bring it up, or a way to toggle it, or something. You know.
Yeah, something.
Just had to toggle the entire UI.
Could you do something like this on single player? Absolutely. It's just going to take you a lot longer. I think this save here, we've done this, you know, with everybody's hours combined, we're sitting at like 15,000 hours, combined hours. So it's just a long time, or you can run big giant baggers with belt lines, or it depends on what you're doing, but depends on your play style. And I do on my Discord, I do have a couple map downloads that have this map in its earlier version. No more loaders? Yeah, loaders are kind of poo-poo. Why would we use those things? Hell no. Gross. Sometimes you just lose hours smacking the ground. Yeah, same. I don't know how many hours I've spent smacking dirt. Yeah, disappointed.
Dirt that can't deform.
How many hours you spent smacking dirt that doesn't deform? True. True. Yeah, I would say a lot of people are, man. A lot of people are disappointed.
But make sure you send them feedback so they know, you know, what you're unhappy with, right? And if they don't know, enough people don't report it, then they have to assume.
Yeah.
People are happy with it. So.
Gotta report it. You gotta report what you dislike about it, and in detail, and what you think might be a bug compared to what was out in the game before. And you know, it is beta, and hopefully they see that and they take note of it, and you know, that's all we can do at this point is hope that it's going to get fixed or changed. I have, don't worry. Yep, that's good. Take it easy, Velcro. Have fun, bro. Yeah, the whole mounting thing is just in the excavator and the loader is just booty, man. It just feels bad. I mean.
Yep. Well, that mounting is what pushed me off the bench there.
Yay! That mountie would never do that in real life. So real. So realistic.
That's the most realistic thing ever.
The most realistic thing ever, bros.
You must have never operated a real one.
You've never operated a real one. By the way, the devs are the best people in the world. They can do no wrong. Dude, I love the mentality. It's so insane, dude. It's like, dude, bros, it's okay. You can say something's booty. It's all right. Okay? Like, you don't need to go run to the devs and be like, you guys are such the most amazing people ever, and like you can do no wrong, and like, you know, here, let me suck your butthole for you and make you feel great about everything. Like, that's just seems to be the mentality now. It's crazy, dude. And if you have a valid opinion, and that's across all video games, yeah, if you have a valid opinion, you just get flamed by like 40 furries now. It seems like on almost every Discord. It's insane. Crazy, dude. And everybody always ends their sentence now with the devs are doing such a great job. And it's like, bro, oh my gosh. It's every video game, dude. It's just annoying. Like, no
Well,
one ever
as long
said
as
that they weren't doing a good job. Calm down.
Yeah, back in over there on the other side of McKinney's.
Do you think they're going to address the overspillage? I mean, they can get their spillage. I mean, we don't really know. I mean, we don't know. We don't know. There, no clue, man. Like, it's like zero information going on at all compared to what I'm used to. It's like zero information. Right? Like, normally we know everything. We're in there. They're just so out to, they've completely changed everything that they've done, how they're operating and stuff, and nobody knows anything anymore, and only certain people know like what's going on, but it's all over the fucking place now, it seems like. Nobody knows, nobody has any clue. We don't know if they think it's good or they think it's bad. We have no clue. There's no information. And it's very weird because it's been 3 to 4 weeks since we've heard anything. Right? Like, we don't know if they like it exactly what it is and everybody can just stick it in their ass. We have no clue. Right? Like, they could come out tomorrow and be like, nope, we're keeping everything exactly the way it is and that's just the way it's going to be. Tough shit. And they push it out to live. We have no clue. None. So, I'm hoping that's not the case. I really am, but what can anybody really do, right? If they're going a whole different route in their development, whole company or whatever, right? So, yeah, it is, John, it is hard to make games real, but the problem is people are telling them this is the realest it's ever been and it's so awesome. I'm sorry, but I've operated in real life and it's not. The dirt seems like water in this video game. It seems like water. It just sprays out everywhere, goes flying 400 feet, like mounting up little turds everywhere. We love spillage. We just don't want crazy spillage, and it doesn't need to be super crazy to the point where we're just pushing dirt into. I mean, look, the loaders don't work properly anymore, so we have to doze the dirt right into a wall face. Is that real? No. When you push at the bottom of a wall and the dirt mounds up, 10 meters and makes this bump on the top, that's not real. Like, come on, what are they smoking? Like, that's crazy. That's annoying. You try to go to realism, but then you just make an annoyance. Is that really good or is that a bad thing? I mean, that's what we're talking about here, right? We want realism to a point, but not annoying because it's a video game, right? We want to sit back with our homies and play and dig and move material, and it just felt like it went the opposite direction. Yeah, but the problem is right now is the game doesn't feel more real. It feels worse than it did before. So that's the problem is, and everybody who's saying this is real, what are you talking about? I can literally jump in that excavator right now and make a dirt wall higher than the excavator, and you're telling me that that mechanic is real? That's fucking insane. Those people are insane, dude. Those people are absolutely off their meds.
Or they're playing on live.
Or they're playing on the live version of the game where it's not like this, right? Which is most likely the case. So I don't know. It is what it's going to be, right? Like it always has been for 3.5 years. Sometimes something works good, the next minute it works like shit, and then they get beat up for it for the next 1.5 years. Right? That's just been the way it is, right? I think the piece of machinery that works the best now is the dozer. I mean, out of everything that actually feels like something, and I'm not going to use real life because, dude, it's not going to be real life, but it's one of the more enjoyable pieces of equipment in the game now.
I feel like you accomplish work with it.
You can actually feel like, yeah, you can actually feel like you're doing something with it. Like, can you get things perfect? It's a little hard. But that's just the ground, right? That's just the way they manipulate things, and Things like that, right? Yeah, I don't know. It's very weird. Like they made this weird turn on how they're doing things and how they're updating things and showing information, how they're testing things. It's all fucking wonky, dude. It's honestly kind of annoying, but what can anybody do, right? I mean, I don't have anything to tell you guys because they don't tell me shit anymore, so I can't ease the pain a little bit. Nothing. So
Careful with the language in the chat, guys. Just a little bit. It gets hit harder than him saying.
yeah, but the problem though, Ultimus, is that you shouldn't walk away. You should express yourself, right? Because walking away, they don't get the actual feedback from players, and everyone's just gonna kiss their ass. Right, so you can walking away is never the answer because then it's never the answer. You got to be able to articulate yourself on what you like or dislike, and you know what I mean, and come up with a good bug report and things like that. You know, I've stated my
The
piece
sad
to
thing
them,
is
and that's
that you
all I
can't-
can do.
Sad thing is you can't hardly give a legitimate criticism without everybody telling you don't know what you're talking about when it's obvious they don't.
Most of those people, like I said, if they end their sentence in "the devs are doing a great job," they're just ass kissing for some reason. You know what I mean? Like everybody that talks in Discord lately has all been just dev defenders. And it's like, okay, we get it. You like the game, you like the devs. You don't have to agree with everything that they put in. It's okay to ask, it's okay to have your opinion. It's okay. As long as you're not being crazy about it and like personally attacking them and things like that, right? Like we've seen a lot of people do. Make personal attacks when it's just that's not necessary. If you don't like something, you say, this feels kind of like shit. That's not really a personal attack. It's just you didn't word something right. You know what I mean? You shouldn't be banned for something like that, but people have been getting banned. You know, but it's only because they're repeatedly coming into Discord and saying, this is shit, this is garbage, this is horrible. There's no, but like I said last week, us pro players and us players that have been playing for a long time and non-toxic people, we should be taking the time to help these people understand, you know, without being forceful, because people are still going to have their opinions whether they like or dislike something, to help them maybe understand, you know, like what it is that they don't like so they can articulate it better to the developers instead of just saying, oh, this is shit, right? The people that are out there attacking people that just don't know how to articulate their words into an actual gameplay thing, those are the people that are being complete pieces of shit. You shouldn't be attacking someone that maybe can't articulate their words, right? And then hiding behind well, I love the devs. No, that's a horrible behavior. You're not doing right by anything if you just go at the end of your thing, the devs are amazing. They're working so hard for an indie team. No, that's bullshit. You're just spreading your bullshit hate and trying to disguise it because you love the devs.
So
And-
what they really want is they want something from the devs.
That's exactly. They want something from the devs. They want to be in the devs know. They want to be, you know what I mean? Like, it's sad the state of everything when it comes to that. Like, the community's always been like that. It always has been. I'm guilty of it I've been guilty of it at times. And honestly, it's just, I go to the NMC Discord and I look at the same people having the same arguments for the last 3.5 years. And it's just never changing. It's never getting better or anything like that. So it's just becoming developer fatigue, right? So we can still love the game. We can still have constructive criticism. We can still have, we can still theory craft the game. But at the end of the day, we just have to hope the devs are going to make the right decision. That's what it's always been. And right now, in a lot of people's opinions, they're not making the right decisions at all. And we're not talking about just 5 people on Discord being haters, right? Or 5 people on the Steam forums being haters. This is a widespread, a lot of people don't like this. And we've heard nothing. That's kind of been the problem, right? Now you guys come to me and you're like, split. And I'm just like, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. What do you want? I don't know. I wish I could tell you something to help you out with your pain and suffering, apparently, but there's nothing I can do to help you guys. I'm asking the same questions that you guys are all asking. It's called toxic positivity. The same thing's going on with Helldivers. Yeah, it's rampant in every game community and every game dev. It's just rampant, right? It's a massive issue, and it's just kind of shit, dude. Honestly, it feels bad. It's not good. A lot of devs hide behind it. Either they can't fix something or they don't want to fix something. They want to do other things. Every game is going through this. Every community is going through this. It's just insane, right? Like, I would be more okay if they came out and said, we ain't changing anything with the digging mechanics, get over it, than just nothingness, right? Like,
Hey, Split, I'm going to duck on out. Y'all have a great evening. And
yeah, bro.
I'll catch you on the next stream, hopefully.
Well, cool. Yeah, we'll be playing some more out of board tomorrow. How we going, Thomas?
Right.
I'm at the point right now where it's just, I'm going to play what I enjoy with the game because I have fans that want to watch me play it. And other than that, it is what it is, right? Like, we're doing a lot of content behind the scenes just for our pure enjoyment of being content creators and doing something different than everybody else. Playing this game on the weekend is just to have fun with you guys. Other than that, like, I don't really have any other involvement other than that anymore. So, like, we're definitely not testing anything. That's for sure. Right? Like, typically during this process, we'd be getting hot fixes to test before they go live. And I'd be able to be like, oh yeah, don't worry guys. Things are looking good. Just relax. It's okay. But we're not, they've completely changed the way they're doing things. We're not getting any testing or any input or anything. Right. So
we used to know kind of what they were kind of working on or what they were looking at trying to work. Yeah, we could tell you. There's nothing there.
like, oh, just chill out for a little bit, guys. It'll be okay. They are working on something, you know? We'll see. Another reason why I'm playing a lot of other games, because it's just like, okay, well, no big deal. Just play something else. Spend some time playing other games and yeah, thank you much for that, Rose. Appreciate you, bud. And the follows, guys. Much love, dudes. Appreciate the support, dudes. And all the follows. Much love. Thank you, guys. Yeah, so we're hoping, bros. That's where we're all kind of sitting, right? Yeah, I don't even really ask anymore. I just stopped even asking. Because it just seems like we're just getting the runaround. So I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what to tell you, bros. Do you feel it's burnout on the devs' part? Like they can't take the constructive criticism anymore? More straight. I don't know. I mean, I've always gotten the impression, and I've literally asked the main dev right on stream during one of the podcasts, you know, like, and he, you know, what he said was pretty much, if I wanted someone to tell me everything was okay and dandy, I would go talk to my mom. So from somebody telling somebody like something like that, like a year or 2 years ago, I would assume that they could take the constructive criticism, but you can never really know, right, what somebody's actually feeling or their attitude towards something over the years of doing something. We can only just speculate, right? So I wouldn't want to say anything about, you know what I mean? Like, because you just don't know. But that's the last time I heard their perspective on how they feel about stuff. I mean, I do know like that they, when something's reasonable, they generally, like from my conversations with them, like, you know, as like person to person, not creator to developer or tester to developer, they get a good chuckle out of the people that are definitely just like off their meds, right? Like, damn, bro. You know, but what can they really do about it at the end of the day, right? What's up, Upper? You know, people are going to be unreasonable or destructive versus constructive. You can't really do anything about it, but is that weighing on them? I don't know. I mean, no clue. It's really hard to say, you know, behind closed doors, how they feel about things or, you know, stuff like that. That'd be something that
like
they...
a lot of things in real life. Is, you know, some things probably bother them more than others, too. So there you go.
Yeah, I don't know. Who knows, man? It's really hard to tell, you know. That's a big problem recently with a lot of game devs, developers, the game studios. No one is communicating with their players, with community. It's kind of what I've always done, was, you know, mainly it was just kind of like me and Christian, the main guy. I just kind of helped promote the game, right? Like, and either people liked what we had to say or they didn't, but there was a lot of people that were just like, Split needs to stop doing this. It's horrible for the game, blah, 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 blah. But now, as you see, most people are turning to me versus the devs. And, you know, and it's like, well, I don't really can't tell you much because I don't know much anymore. So, and like I said, a lot of that could be me because I just don't care to ask anymore because it doesn't feel like they're in tune with it, I guess is the best way I could probably put that from my perspective. It seems like something's changed over like the last year. And, you know, like, I don't know. It's weird. It just feels odd to me. But that could just be me overthinking something or whatnot. So who knows, right? Like, it's hard to say. That's just a speculation, which doesn't mean shit, right? At the end of the day. As far as they've said, nothing's different. But it's kind of hard to believe that because everything's different. And everybody feels it. Right? Like everybody does. It feels completely different. And I think out of anybody, I think I feel it the most. So it's kind of hard to believe that, right? Damn, you guys are spilling dirt like crazy up there, Velcro.
Yep, tell the devs to make digging great again.
I have. I've stated my opinion based upon all the shared feedback of you guys, and that's all I can do. I'll leave it be at that. Yes, they're nah. No. Like, do I think they're like obviously tanking? No, nothing like that, bros. That would just be absolutely crazy to think of, you know, them being like that, you know? Like, nah, it's just, they're probably just trying to figure out how to gain structure where they had no structure. And sometimes that could look very horrible and, you know what I mean? It could look very weird considering they've been relatively chill and straightforward and stuff. And now they're more trying to be reserved because people think that that's what professional is. No, not at all. Professionalism can be different things and look and be many different things. You can still be transparent, honest, and humble and still be yourself and still be professional, right? So it just seems like they're reading off of an AI script on how to run the dev team all of a sudden out of nowhere, and they've lost their personalism and they've lost everything like that, right? It's what it kind of feels like. I kind of miss the Christians, I'll say it, fuck ups on the Friday news, and I kind of miss his little mess ups versus this AI scripted stuff that's coming out of them right now. It's insane. There's no soul to it. It's just, you know, it's like, we are now corporate and you deal with it. It is so weird. It's just, it's not them. It's not them, right? It's not who they were. It's not who we all fell in love with. It's not, right? I'm sorry, but that's not them. Maybe that's who they want to be, but that's not who we all back. That's not who we all fell in love with as them as a development company and people, right? That's not. I know it's not who I did, and maybe I won't speak for everybody. That's not why I liked and started supporting the game and endorsed the game. I liked them because they weren't that way.
I kind of think that a lot of the toxicity and craziness on Steam forums and stuff has kind of made them feel like they had to do something.
Yeah. I mean, I do know that a lot of people were trying to sabotage my relationship with their relationship for years. Right? For years, people have been trying to do it. Other content creators and testers, and just like to the point where it just got annoying as shit. So yeah, it seems, I don't know. The AI corporate scripting needs to kind of go away. That's not who they are. You know, what a lot of the haters don't understand about me is like, I was never given the opportunity to actually showcase things properly because I was never given the proper time. Like most content creators that help game devs and do things, they're given like weeks or months to make content. I was given days, and on top of testing, I was given days. Like, people don't understand my streaming 5 days a week, on top of trying to put videos out when the content's not even finished, and they're still adding things all the way up into the last day. You know, people don't understand how freaking ridiculous that is, right? And then trying to put out 2 or 3 videos plus a showcase plus a podcast with content you just got a week ago. That's absolutely insane. That's crazy, right?
I mean, it was basically he was editing. I know he was editing videos up to like the day before it's supposed to come out, because that's the only way he could make sure that it was halfway close to being what we were going to see.
Yeah,
and
accurate and correct.
Something changed.
Yeah, and then even then they changed stuff right at the last second, right? That's not how you do things. So, I mean, but all the people that were hating and saying, you know, oh, Split does a horrible job showcasing the game. Yeah, you get a day to do your work and then try to put on a show. right? Try to put on a show for the fans that love the game and stuff like that. And you know what I mean? Like, everyone's big talking game, but yeah, you try it. Right? I mean, I was gone for almost 3.5, 4 months. Where were all the other content creators stepping up? Where were they? They were nowhere because they don't want to take the time to invest into it.
If you can get another excavator operator, I quit.
I'll jump back in the hoe. I'll delete some dirt under my tracks. Hold my beer. And I mean, I know this pisses.
Under the tracks, but I've been throwing it everywhere too.
I mean, I hear this from so many people. You're like the #1 influencer that plays this game. You may not be the biggest as far as numbers of subscribers, but you are the #1 content creator for this game. Heard it for years, right? I know that pisses people off, like through and through. But it's kind of true. I mean, I've been here since the beginning. Like, I didn't just join it because it was getting views or whatever, right? Like,
Oh, what's so funny is a lot of people want to come in and talk about you are people who wouldn't be streaming the game because they only have views because you played it. Oh, they would have never played the game otherwise.
I think there's a pretty good high probability that if I didn't promote the game the way that I did, this game probably would have fell on its head a long time ago. When a majority of the player base is playing and watching me, we're finding new players all the time, and I'm asking my Twitch friends, buying the game for them, telling them to play the game, stream the game, make content on the game constantly for the last like 2.5 years. Like, I think there's a pretty good, you know what I mean? Like, pretty good track record there. I don't think anybody else has really done that. So they can hate all they want or whatever, but
It's hard to prove, you know, things. It's what would it be, and who knows, right? I don't think it'd be anywhere near as big as.
Well, I mean, let's just put it this way. Once the game had ran its course in the very beginning and a lot of people refunded it, nobody was playing the game. The game had five players playing, and I was one of them. And the other 5 people playing were in chat with me playing along. Right? And then there was like 1 or 2 other guys making content for a little while on YouTube. There's a couple people making videos randomly, but on average, the game had like 5 to 10 players for a long time. And then finally, like, you know, pushing the updates, and they were pushing the updates. Christian and them were, you know, came in. The game was at a point where it was just going to fall on its head. Thankfully, they got Darksider. Darksider's been a blessing to the game. Like, he came in and redid a bunch of the stuff and the code and the back end of the game. And like, I don't think if Darksider would have came along, I think the game would have been completely torched. Yeah, I mean, I definitely know that the majority of the fan base likes watching the podcasts and whatnot, and you guys like watching those showcases. I mean, we have big streams on those days. You know, very active people chatting. Seems like a good atmosphere. Things like that. I mean, like I said, I'm down for all those things still to do them and put in the work. I would just like the dev team to give me a little bit more proper time to do them without having a broken product. Right, so that's kind of why I skipped the this update. I had to decline. I said, I'm sorry, but you know, I can't do that much work in that short of a period of time, and the product's not there and ready. Right, you're trying to go too fast. You gotta pump the brakes. That was my advisement. You know, they don't have to listen to it, but that was my advisement. It wasn't ready to come out yet, but they had their reasons, so and I have to respect that. But you know, that's why I was like, you know what? Nah, I'm just gonna wait. And I didn't play out of War for a couple weeks. It wasn't out of protest for them, or I wasn't pissed off. It's just that I wanted to see everybody else and how they were reacting to it and what they're doing, and I called it exactly. I said, hey, Grumpy, I guarantee you all the content creators aren't going to have any clue on what to do. And I guarantee you they're all just going to jump in and go, hard mode Movea, fresh from start. And that's exactly what every one of them did.
Yep.
Every single one of them. I called it. I knew it's exactly what was going to happen. Then as soon as they're done with it and nobody cares, they'll all be moved on to the next game. Just like always. It's always been the track record. Gotta get that quota, boys. Gotta try and join someone on this. Can that be a good thing? Yeah, man. No, it's like I said, don't take anything we're saying as, you know, dev hating or whatever. No, not by any means. Things change too, guys. Like even like I've said in the Discord, as you know, I was like, I'm not gonna sit and worry about what they're doing if they don't care to worry about it themselves, right? So that's on them, right? It's not my responsibility to worry like that or try to help out. If they don't want my help, they'll ask for it if they want it. If not, then they won't. So, you know, if they don't want to do podcasts or they don't want me to do early showcases or they don't want me to put that effort in, then I'm not going to worry about it anymore. Like, I used to worry about it highly. I, you know what I mean? But if they don't want it, then why should I even offer it, right? That's kind of where I'm at now. Playing it, working on projects on our own, and doing things like that, right? We got some crazy cool stuff, but most of it we can't even show you guys, so. What's up, Crowley? I bought the game recently too. It's cool, terraforming surface without, yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, a lot of players, like, you can quite tell that there's something that's a little weird. Especially if you play from live version to beta. You'll be like, oh, okay, it seems real sloppy now. Right? It's all sloppy, got all this weird growth being everywhere when you're digging. You know what I mean? Like, you can tell. This game had mods, it'd be amazing. One thing I can tell you guys is that modding's not ready yet. There's still a lot of things that they gotta do with their assets to make it modding friendly. You can mod on it. It's not mod mainstream farm simable modding is what most people think of when they say modding. There's a lot of people that have a lot of mods for this game right now, but it's not official and nobody can say anything. There's a lot of communities running a lot of heavy mods, mod downloads, but it's hush hush, don't say anything or else we'll get banned. You know, so I've seen a few communities out there beg me not to say anything. I'm like, well, it's not my responsibility and I didn't see anything, so. Like, it's not my job to report to the developers if people are modding or whatnot, right? So. Nor do I think they would ban anybody for modding unless they're trying to, like, sell mods or do anything like that. But, you know, or come in Discord and constantly spam the, you know, download my mod on and I have a Patreon or something like that, you know? Right? There's just a lot of things that they gotta do first, bros, and it does take time. They gotta go through everything and get everything standardized. That's a long time.
I don't know. I don't know about right there.
The hook points, Grumpy? Yeah, bullshit. Those are garbage. It's like shooting fish in a bucket, bro. They're working on it, though. You know, we know they're working on it. They said they're working on it. You know, they're trying. They're, you know what I mean? Like, no, just right now they can't officially endorse people modding the game. Is what it is.
Yeah. If people put mods up on Mod Hut Nexus and that kind of stuff, they're probably gonna have them pulled down.
Yeah.
And what? And I can't necessarily blame them for it, I guess, but
No.
it is what it is.
I think what they're trying to do, and they might be a little ambitious, and I think that people, I know for a fact there's a lot of people that would like to help them that are extremely experienced in these things. There's a few guys that I know, quite a few actually, that are like, bro, I've already completely gutted the game, changed everything, fixed everything, and they're just not responding to me. And they even show me the work, and they're like, hey, Split, can you like please say something to them? Like, I just want to give them the work for free. I don't care. Right? Like, that's up to them, dudes. We can't make them do anything. Nobody can do nothing when it comes to that, right? For whatever reason, don't know. Who knows? You know what I mean? So it's just a waiting game now at this point. Mainly if I'm just, and this is purely a guess. This is purely a guess. I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to go through and make sure everything is accessible in a nice, clean manner for when they do release modding, so that way they don't have to go back through and they change something and it breaks everybody's mods a million times because they changed the hook points and things like that. Basic terminology, right? I think that's mainly what they're worried about, and they want it to be seamless and fun for the modding community, right? So that just takes a lot of time to go back through and change all their stuff and add parameter things that we can tweak and change and that don't make the game seem stupid and clunky, that break every update, right? That's probably the biggest thing. I mean, I also know that they probably don't, and this is purely a guess because I don't know, maybe why they don't take the work is because they can't recreate it themselves. So if something breaks, they got to rely on somebody. That's also a factor too, right? Then they're looking at like, well, this person has something that we can't fix if it breaks. And then, well, what happens if that person never comes back to the community or never talks to us again or never responds? Or they come back with well, I want $10,000 to fix your problem. You know what I mean? Like, there's many factors that it could be or couldn't be. And I'm just purely guessing, right? Because there's, you know, we're just chatting about it, right? Who knows? Right? There's many factors. So that's why, I mean, from the devs I've been a part of, that's kind of a main factor, is they don't want to rely on anybody outside of their trusted little circle, because there's a high chance at being, well, kind of extorted in a sense. Well, you can't make this. I made it for you. Now, if you don't pay me, I'm not fixing it for you. So it's almost like, well, the mentality is almost like, well, we won't implement it because we can't fix it if it breaks. So until this dev team, you know, if that is the case, and I'm saying if that is the case, then they probably won't add certain things to the game until they figure out how to make it themselves. Or they download a plugin that does it for them and they don't owe anybody because they downloaded the plugin, right?
They make people look at AI to explain it to them to help them fix it, but whether or not it'll fix it, I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, AI is a crapshoot when it comes to coding for video games and things like that.
Well, the real problem is that you can't beat somebody who really understands the system. And AI never truly does. So unless something spells out or specs the system for the AI, then AI is going to build garbage.
That is what you'd call a glory hole. All we have to do is get down.
Ah!
Because that's where our money's gonna be, right there.
I see you scared of shit. You almost
Lacey
crashed.
donated $33.71. Water parks and time fun. Let's go.
Let's go. Please wait. Think much there, Wacy. I've done a lot of AI development in Unreal recently, in Unreal 5.8 with the MCP. I'll admit it. It's a very powerful tool, but the problem is if you don't know how to fix something and AI keeps messing up, you're stuck in a doom loop, right? Where you can't fix it. And then again, you fall into the problem of, well, now you need to outsource someone that is skilled, right? So there is a huge problem with AI learning right now at the moment because it can't just do everything for you. Eventually, soon, it will get good enough to be able to do that for you. So, but right now, me and Grumpy have tried almost every model on the thing with Unreal, MCP, all the brand new technology that's out in the industry right now for game deving. We've tried it all, and it is very limited. And he's correct. It's tool sets. Like, it's learning off of Unreal is learning off of every model right now, and they're building their own pretty much. And it's going to take a while for them to get those tool sets where you type in, can you take this asset and merge it with this asset and make this happen without doing 400 iterations of it and breaking your game 400 times? That's literally AI development right now. And then Grumpy tried to go the other way where it was like, I'm going to build this plan and I'm going to do all this. And it's still jacked it up 6 ways from Sunday versus me doing the other approach, which is more just like caveman style. And the outcome were pretty much the same, damn near. But then again, I also know more than Grumpy does in Unreal. So it was easier for me to go in there and manually fix the problems when we were doing the exact same thing. Right. So it's difficult. If you know if you have someone who's really good at Unreal, a lot easier. AI can really help cut that workload down a lot. So that's one, I think that's the power of AI right now in video game development and stuff like that. But these guys don't even have that power because they're on an older version that doesn't really have good bones to help them even do anything, right? It can tell them kind of how to do it, but not actually do it for them.
Well, I think you're going to see a massive change once they do away with blueprints. When they actually go away from blueprints and everybody's basically doing C++ code or
Python,
or
C++,
whatever
yeah.
language, yeah, then you're going to see a massive jump in what the AI can actually.
Yeah, I agree. Unreal 6 is going to be insane because they're going to be going away from that in their models. That's going to be pure C++, which is going to be great. I can't wait until December. I get my beta testing branch for Unreal 6 in December. Yeah, boy.
You're going to get me in, right?
We get you in there, right? No.
Damn it.
I do like the direction that the mesh thing's going now.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, man. Sorry for the nerd talk, bros.
Well, I mean, you've seen some of the stuff that I've done with some of the AI projects I've done. It can do some pretty crazy stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty quickly. Pretty quickly.
Keep pushing it over here, Wishy. And move some material today, boys. Ah, your fault. He probably needs to doze that right there, Mick. Scared the crap out of me too, man. That donation thing is loud. Kind of mine with the back of the truck over there.
See if I can help. I don't have much luck with it.
Did it actually work?
Huh? I haven't got it to work in a while. I know at one point it did. I don't think it does anymore. I don't think it can anymore. I don't think a cut box is actually in there. I think it's just drop collection receive dirt box.
Sorry, I was just tapped out. Answer somebody's question. My bad. Yeah, we got so much material to move. It's insane, bros.
Yeah, we actually moved a fairly nice chunk today.
Dude, bro, we might just have to put mine rescue up on the save.
Yeah.
Might have to, bro. There's like thousands of hours to play on this, dude. We might have to.
Yeah, I think maybe once we get the benches a little more defined, maybe we consider
Yeah.
that maybe.
Yeah, we might have to.
The only downside to that would be the fact that it's to let people who can probably play.
Huh?
It might limit people who can actually play. Because of the size of it.
Good. Keep those filthy, crappy noob players out of here with their dummy, drunky computers. How dare them? I'm just messing, bros. We only hang out with people with 5090s. Yeah.
Oh, bam.
We don't even hang out.
Later.
We don't even hang out with ourselves then. Freaking noobs.
I'm sorry, all he could get at the time was a 9070 XT. Sorry.
Yeah, well, I'm out. Well, we could just open server mine rescue and be like, yep, here you go. Password's out. Here it is. Have at it. Yeah, toxic community really gets. The password is Mother's Day is my favorite day, but only your mother. Your mom still owes me Robux. How dare.
I've got to do something about this eye. I swear I've got a eyelash or something in this eye for like 3 days solid.
How dare you?
I know it's a short patty. What?
Hmm? Broke something.
Hmm?
There we go. Huh? What? Oh, it's 69, 69, 69. Yeah. Exactly.
Look how big that list would get, Split.
Huh?
Look how big that list would get. You put the save up. How quick it would fill up.
Oh, yeah. Good morning. It should work. I mean, if it's programmable, it should work. If your computer can sense the buttons and you can program the buttons to it, it should be fine. Should be. Watch this little shovel scoop, no spillage, extra not full. I need to dig with a spoon. All right. Ooh, take that, Wacy. Yeah, we can finish out this line and then I'll take a break for a second and I'll boot up some water park sim.
Get the kitchen pervert.
Hell yeah, dude. Nothing better than beating up perverts taking pictures of people at a water park. Let's go.
I'm watching a deluded grumpy. Or deformed grumpy, should I say.
Freaking ghetto grumpy over here.
I don't know what you mean.
Yeah, we got a lot of work to do on this save this week, though, Grumpy. We did. We meant to do a lot of work on it this week. We gotta get that road in. We gotta extend these benches out this week. So, me and Wasty are probably a couple of guys are probably gonna get in and do a butt ton of work this week. How much work? Whatever a butt ton is. Hopefully we get a hotfix soon. All right. Hopefully it's magically better though in the hotfix, whatever it is. Whatever it is they're working on. Let's hope it's magically delicious. We need hotfix. We need hotfix. Yeah, there's no way we could have done a podcast. Y'all would have just been too mean. Oh, like, nope. Mm-mm.
I think it would have been a little hostile.
No, well, that's what I said. They reached out and they were like, yo, podcast? And I was like, yeah, I don't know if that'd be a good idea. I would highly advise a no. I think maybe once this update goes to live, maybe then getting them on and talking about it. You know what I mean? Letting them prepare some material, you know what I mean? Like, to bring forth to said podcast, you know what I mean? Instead of, I think that might be better for them, to be honest. That's why I kind of just said, I was like, yeah, maybe you guys can build up some material or something. Hey, you never know. Maybe that's what they're doing, right?
Yep.
No point in saying something unless you have something, right? Type of situation. That's what we've been saying for a long time, right? No point saying something.
Not too long ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't show us something you're not going to be able to deliver fairly soon within the next patch or two, anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So, you know, they could just be waiting. They could be holding. I don't think it's appropriate time when there's a lot of people that are really upset about this. You know, obviously, I can hold myself back from being like, nah, bro, I really don't like this around the podcast and just turn it into a bitch fest, because that's just not who I am. It's not professional. We'll chat about it on these stupid dumb streams that don't really mean much, right? But you know, we're there to support the devs. We're there to support the fans. And it seems like a lot of the fans that have something to say are very aggressive right now. Not in a bad way. It's just, I don't want that to consume the stream of people trying to get information or things like that. I don't want to turn into, why is this update suck ass? And, you know, I don't want to have to keep like telling people, hey, pump the brakes, stop. There's not the time for it. You know, maybe that could never happen, or it could, but there's a high chance of it. So that's why I was just kind of like, nah, we should just wait. Right. So we should definitely wait. It would be fun, but it'd also be fun for them to have some stuff to drop, and that's like, you know what I mean? Like, work with me a little bit so I can get some time to do what I do, you know, what everybody expects me to do and has done and things like that, right? So really try to put on a good show for you guys, you know? I think we've done a pretty good job on the podcast in the past. They're just basic. Here you go. We're just chatting. I think we've done a pretty good job with that. You know, one-on-one connections with everybody in the devs, and doesn't feel all corporate and cold and stupid like other teams I've helped out as well.
Here, we're gonna fill this bucket continuously for 10 minutes.
We're doing an official podcast with Splitintwo Gaming. But the next week it wasn't official. What? Because you said some shit you didn't mean to say, and then your publisher got mad at you? Ah, that's exactly what I'm good for. Getting the fans what they want to hear. Okay. Enough fighting this. I kind of want to go play in the water park for a little bit. I got some things I got to do. And I'll be water park. Everyone's jumped off anyways. A lot of people have jumped off for the most part, so we ran some dirt today. That's what I wanted to do. We played for about almost 4 hours, so we'll be back tomorrow playing some more Out of War, but we're just gonna shut the stream down real quick. I'm gonna pop up a stream for Water Park Sim, and we're gonna go in there and beat up some hobos. You mentioned you started playing other games earlier, switching to Water Park Sim. What else do I play? Well, today we're just going to do that because that game just came out with 1.0 in multiplayer, and the devs reached out and wanted me to play with these guys and do a bunch of stuff. So, I've been playing Space Engineers. I really haven't been streaming as much as I normally stream because I've been trying to work on video content. So there's that. So you can check out my YouTube channel. I do have quite a few. Normally I do like tutorials and stuff for Out of War, and I really honestly haven't been playing a lot of games lately, but I'm trying to get back to that. But it's kind of hard to enjoy games sometimes when you're streaming them, because I'm trying to more entertain people than versus playing the game and enjoy the game. And I kind of had that conversation earlier. So it's been fun I've been having a fun just playing the game and recording lately, and you know, normally that's not my thing, so.
How about your Dream Sim video series? Is pretty good. You know, a ton of people watched it, but it was pretty good.
Yeah, I just don't have any algorithm for anything else than like Out of War or Gold Rush or,
yeah,
you know, so when I play those games, I don't get put out into the algorithm and stuff like that. So it's, and that's okay. I don't really care about views and stuff like that. So like most content creators do, I don't do everything I do just for views and stuff, so it doesn't matter to me. Yeah. So we're gonna chill out on this for the night. We did do a lot of progress. I gotta save this, close this, look at some reports, and then I will post up the stream for Water Park Sim and then get all these guys in and get everybody playing. Thank you guys very much for coming and playing today and listening to us rant about the same stupid shit we always rant about, but you know, it's for a good cause. It's called saving the dolphins. Because if these things don't get fixed, we punch dolphins. So we don't like punching dolphins. We like things to be fixed. Like my autistic character can't stare at me in the eyes. Can't stare at myself in the face. because he's got autism. So yeah. Yeah. But other than that, dudes, appreciate you guys. Thank you guys very much. As usual, nothing really is that important. We're just messing around. So if you got offended, stay offended and fuck off somewhere else. How about that? Yeah. Other than that, you guys have a great night. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. And yeah. Peace out, lows. Much loves. And
See you guys later.
see you later.
Later, everybody.
Good night.
Rolling out for the night. Thanks for watching, fam. You keep the crew alive. If you like the stream, then go tell a friend. Hit that share button, run it back again. Engines roar, coal ignite. We tear